This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Bernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Their customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Bernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Their customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Bernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Bernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Ryan today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV.
Welcome you to Wamego as the Hayes High Indians get set to take on the Wamego Red Raiders. I'm Dustin Armbruster along with Kurt David. Up top of the press box here in Wamego, we have Garrett Sager on the camera as well as Harrison, ECTV and HaysPost.com. By the way, a big happy birthday going out to Harrison's dad, Raymond Brent, with a birthday today. The Hayes High Indians are the road team. They are going to be trying to get a playoff spot here in Wamego. Kurt David, who gets the ball?
Well, I'll tell you what, I think Wamego just gave the Hayes High Indians a gift. Captain Snipe for Hayes High, Colton Myers, Shane Behrens, and Hunter Brown actually lost the toss, but Wamego won the toss, elected to defer. I wanted the Hayes High Indians to get the ball first to take control of this game, and Wamego just gave them the opportunity. Hayes High Indians are going to move on this sideways field, moving from east to west. We don't get on many east-west fields, but Hayes High Indians will be going from east to west. There is a crosswind tonight coming out of the south, about 12 miles an hour.
79 degrees at kickoff, 55% humidity. Hopefully the Hayes High Indians hydrated well throughout the week. So here's your starting lineups for the Hayes High Indians. At quarterback, it'll be Hunter Brown. Fullback, Dylan Schmidberger. Keaton Markley will start at running back tonight. Tight end Shane Behrens back in the lineup. Wide receivers, Wyatt Sheevy and William Sinnott. The left tackles, Logan Schulte. The left guard, Freddie Haynes. The centers, Trey Van Pelt. The right guard, Chance Brungart. And the right tackle will be Connor Winter. Defensively for the Indians, Shane Behrens at defensive end along with Tyrese Hill. The defensive tackles, Freddie Haynes and Connor Winter. Inside linebackers, Wyatt Sheevy and Xavier Danduran. Outside linebackers, William Sinnott and Chance Brungart. Hunter Brown and Dylan Scheibler are the cornerbacks, and Keaton Markley is the safety. Starting lineups brought to you by Eagle Communications. Eliminate Wi-Fi dead zones with Pulse from Eagle Communications. Pulse is the ultimate home network solution that blankets your home in Wi-Fi. Call 877-61-EAGLE to learn more. Hayes High will be going left to right in what normally would be a setting sun, but that's already down. Clouds are settling in over top of Wamego here on Highway 24, just a couple miles west of the Highway 99 and 24 exit. Cross country will be taking place for classes 1, 2, and 4A. Hayes High left to right in their white jerseys, maroon pants, and maroon helmets, all red for the Wamego Red Raiders with white numbers. Your uniform update brought to you by Phase 2. Big thanks to Phase 2 for providing game day apparel for our broadcast. Quick turnaround and ready to help your team with game day items in stock as well. And kickoff is brought to you by Steel Fabrications, the Ironmen of Western Kansas. Kicking off for the Red Raiders, David Piskowski, one of the 21 seniors on this roster. Hayes High will send William Sinnott back to return the kick. It'll go to the near sideline and out of bounds. Hayes High has been sending back a different returner, a freshman, Tavian Creamer. Teams have started to take notice. As a result, teams are starting to kick the football out of bounds. So Hayes High will get good starting field position on their opening drive. Hayes High comes in with a 2-6 record, but 1-1 in district play. A win by Hayes High, a win by McPherson. Indians reach the playoffs. Wamego has been eliminated from playoff contention. They're 3-5 on the season with a win over Rock Creek 18-6, a win over Chapman 41-0, and a win over Concordia 35-22. So Hayes High will start with the football on their own 35-yard line, left to right. Hunter Brown under center. Out of the I formation, handoff Markley, tries right side, bounces up in the middle, gets 4, nearly 5 yards on first down. Nice run for Keaton Markley, the tackle made by Tyson Lowen, his 81st tackle of the season, 4-yard gain on first down.
That run off the near side tackle, Dustin, something you saw on films is that teams have been been able to take more advantage of the Wamego defense if they go straight at them versus trying to go around end. A lot of quickness in the linebacker core for this Wamego Red Raider defense.
This time, Markley is going to be right behind Hunter Brown. Brown will hand off to Markley. Markley goes on the counter play just inside the right hash across the 40-yard line. Is going to pick up to the 41, gain of 2. Hayes High 3rd down and 6. Last week the Hayes High Indians, it'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Hayes High Indians. Last week Hayes High 4 for 9 on 3rd down, 31% on the year. This one comes from the right hash at the 41-yard line after 2 handoffs to Keaton Markley. Split wide receivers, Sinnott left, that is Sheevy right. Brown under center is going to keep it himself. Look to throw the screen backside to Markley. He bobbles it and dropped it. He had enough room to run, but he bobbled it twice and dropped it. Markley had a great day last week at wide receiver with 6 catches for 100 yards, but Hayes High 3 and outs. And will punt the football away. It'll be Colton Myers to kick. Returning the punt is going to be Blake Aria. He'll stand back at about the 20-yard line. The snap, a good one, back to Myers. Myers gets off a low line drive kick, goes over the head of a different returner. That's Ty Cooper. It's going to roll out of bounds inside the 10, near the 7-yard line.
Now, Cooper didn't try to field it. He watched it go out of bounds, and now the Hayes High Indians have backed Wamego up on their first possession of the game to the 5-yard line.
A 54-yard punt by Colton Myers, who's been averaging 32 yards per punt on 10 punts this year. So from the 5, after Hayes High goes 3 and out, not the start Hayes High was looking for. They set up a lot of screens this week in practice, but couldn't take advantage of having a screen on the backside. From the 6-yard line, they'll call it right to left, and for the quarterback, it'll be Justin Ebert, who was a wide receiver earlier this year. Inside handoff, big hole is going to go over the left side, and now the ball loose on the ground, but they say first it was Alex Vance down by contact all the way up at the 15-yard line, a gain of 9 on first down.
Yeah, we talked about those 2 big linemen up front, Tyler Patrick and Dawson Delfords. They're juniors, 290 pounds, 276 pounds. Those are the 2 guys the Hayes High Indian defense have got to figure out a way to control.
Dylan Blaine, who was a quarterback last year, threw for nearly 1,500 yards. 4 games at quarterback this year, splits out to the right. Aria left for this 2nd and 1 play from the 15-yard line. Ebert with Vance to his left. High snap, hands off to Vance. Vance is going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and he did not get the first down. No gain on the play. Indians clog up the hole that time on the counter play. 3rd down at about a half a yard.
And it was Connor Winter who was in there on the defensive line who clogged up that hole.
Hayes High's got an opportunity to have a big day along that offensive line. Here comes from the sideline Tyson Lowen. A wide receiver for this 3rd and 1 play, brings the play in. He'll be in this unusual set that has really 2 wide receivers that are behind the line of scrimmage to the right side. Handoff, Vance, right side, first down, and Moore tries to bounce to the right, gets hit by Shane Behrens from behind at the 21-yard line. 3rd and 1. It's enough for a first down up to the 21-yard line to gain a 6. 3 plays, 3 handoffs to Alex Vance for 15 yards, and the Red Raiders have a first down at the 21. Hayes High 3 and out on their first possession of the ball game. Ball in the middle of the field, right to left, split wide receivers. 2 wide receivers behind the line to the right of the offensive line. Vance, big hole, gets his jersey drug on, and he'll be taken down after a short gain of about 2. Up to the 23-yard line. 4 handoffs in the game, all to Vance. Is Wamego setting up the play-action pass. Vance, 109 carries through 8 games this year. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Red Raiders of Wamego.
Chance Brunkard in there nice with nice pursuit along the defensive line to be able to make that tackle.
Wide receiver Dylan Blaine left. 1 wide receiver splitting out to the right side. Shotgun, Indians showing blitz. They bring the blitz. It's going to be Vance getting by the line of scrimmage, then getting hit at the 25.5-yard line. There's Xavier Danduran, who had 16 tackles last week to make the tackle just across the 25, near the 26-yard line. We'll give him 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 for Wamego. The Red Raiders 1 for 1 tonight coming into the ball game. Ty Cooper, the wide receiver who does not start, but the sophomore with 19 catches on the year. 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right. For the quarterback, Justin Ebert may be throwing his first pass on 3rd and 6. Option play, end around to Ty Cooper. Cooper now wants to throw, has a guy open down the field. It is a catch made by Dylan Blaine across the 50. Indians got caught up on the end around, and then Cooper stopped, threw back the other way. Hayes High caught out of position. They worked a lot this week on those plays across the 50 down to the Indian 47-yard line.
Dustin, that's something you mentioned to me earlier in the week as you were watching film. The Wamego Red Raiders have a tendency to do trick plays like that to gain up additional yardage.
27 yards on the play, and now a run straight up the middle, and Wamego right now has all the momentum. It is the quarterback.
Yeah, Justin Ebert just took that thing as a draw. It was on a quick play. They had that play called and hit, and they ran a quick draw right up the middle. Justin Ebert picked up 9 yards.
And again, back to the line of scrimmage quickly is Wamego, and now whistles.
And Ebert was ready to run off another play there quickly.
It was 9 yards on first down for Ebert, down to about the 38-yard line. And whatever it was stops play, but the ball's not moved. Split wide receivers, 2 wide receivers up into the front of the line. It's a keeper by the quarterback. Ebert catches the corner again on a nice block. Gets taken down as he gets near the 30-yard line. Well, Hayes High right now has just not responded to the Wamego defense. Hayes High watches Wamego drive from their own 6-yard line now to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7 for Ebert.
It's been 8 plays, and they've gotten through. This is their third first down that they've made it down the field so far tonight.
7.5 to go, first quarter. Hayes High 3 and out on their first drive. 1 wide receiver right, 1 to the left for Ebert. Ebert, handoff to Vance, tries to break it outside. He gets taken down in the backfield. Xavier Danduran with the tackle. Talk about senior night. Danduran in his only season for the Indians drops Vance for a loss back at the 34-yard line, loss of 3.
We're talking about seniors. One of those for Wamego is Stetson Roberts. He's jumped in there as a senior to start tonight. He's not a typical starter on the offensive line, but tonight he's done a good job controlling the near side of the line of scrimmage. That time, the Hayes High Indians overloaded that side of the line of scrimmage, was able to get pursuit in the backfield.
Ty Cooper and Dylan Blaine, the 2 for the trick play out to the right side as wide receivers. 1 wide receiver left is Keller. It's going to be a pass over the middle, blocked down at the line of scrimmage by Tyrese Hill. Hill got those long arms up in the air, was able to knock it down as he was being blocked by the right tackle, Dawson DelForge. Incomplete, 3rd and 13 coming up for the Red Raiders.
Okay, now 3rd and 13. This is one of those passing situations I think it's important to force Wamego into. Tyrese Hill from that defensive end position's got a real chance here to get some pressure back on Ebert at the quarterback.
12th play of this drive. 6:49 remaining in the opening quarter. No score. Hayes High 3 and out. A punt down to the 5, make it the 6-yard line by the Indians senior Colton Myers, but Wamego 2 for 2 on 3rd down. 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6. This is 3rd and 13. Justin Ebert split wide receivers. Vance to his left. Play action pass. Ebert with time. Looks to the right side down the field. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Knocked away by the Hayes High Indians on that side. Believe that was Dylan Scheibler. It was. Scheibler had a big 4th down knocked down a week ago, and it's 4th and 13 for the Red Raiders. And you would imagine they're going to look to go for it here on this play.
Well, I was watching. Ebert seems to be the punter for the Wamego Red Raiders. Was watching him in pregame, and his punts tend to be about 45 to 50 yards in practice. So you got to feel that that punt's probably going to go into the end zone. They got a chance here to pick up a first down. They're going to go for it, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
4th and 13. They stack 3 to the right. They have a couple of fakes out of this punt. It's going to be Ebert. Option play. Underhand to Cooper. Cooper comes back to the left side. Indians giving chase. He breaks 1 tackle, then gets hit out of bounds. Well short of the first down. Shane Barron, Xavier Danduran, and also over there to help make the tackle, William Sinnott. Indians have been caught a couple of times on that end around to Cooper. Cooper runs this one. He doesn't throw it. Ends up going out of bounds shy of the 25-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him down at the 27, so a 7-yard gain for Cooper, but they needed 13, a change of possession on downs.
Well, so after 13 plays, 3 first downs, and holding the ball for 4 minutes, the Wamego Red Raiders give the ball up on a turnover and downs. The Hayes High Indians now have the ball on their 27-yard line.
Hayes High 3 and out the first time they went on offense to start the game. Wamego won the toss and decided to defer. Shotgun formation. Colton Myers in at the running back spot. It's going to be Brown to keep it left side. Ankle tackled as he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard on a play by the super talented Jace Ward linebacker. That's somebody that the Indian coaching staff really wanted to make sure they blocked, was the linebacker Jace Ward.
Yep, DelForge was in there as well. He's one of those big defensive tackles. He was in there as well to get pursuit on Hunter Brown.
Indian football is being brought to you tonight by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, Coldwell Banker Executive Realty, Thomas More Prep Marion, and Carpet One of Hayes, Vitsum Decorating Center. Indians lose a yard back to the 26-yard line. Left to right for the Indians. Shotgun formation. End around to Markley. Dropped in the backfield. Again, Jace Ward with the tackle, and Hayes High is going to face 3rd and long. They go backwards running the ball on their first 2 plays of this second series. Back inside the 25, down at the 24-yard line. It's a loss on the play of 3 yards. And so Hayes High 3rd and 14. They did not convert on 3rd and 6 on a screen play to start the game. Inside 5.5 minutes to go. Maybe some nerves for the Indians tonight, knowing they have to win in order to keep this thing alive. 3 wide receivers to the right, including Shane Behrens, who's now in the slot to the right side of the formation. Hunter Brown to keep on the draw, going nowhere. Boy, right now Wamego is just reading the Indian playbook. And it's no gain on the play and 4th down. In fact, a loss of a yard on the play. Hayes High will lose 5 yards on that series and end up punting the football away, 3 plays and punts.
Tell you what, it's almost as if they plan to run that play instead of risking an interception in this crosswind. Had a good punt last time from Colton Myers. Let's see if he can pull it off again.
So from the 22, Myers, another low line drive kick. Cooper's going to pick it up at the 40-yard line. Dance left, dance right, pick up a block at the 45, get hit by Van Pelt at the 50-yard line. It's a return of 8 yards. It's a punt of 38 yards, and Wamego, great starting field position at midfield. They'll start on the 50-yard line. Indian football brought to you by Thirsties, Paul Wartenberger Construction, Service Master Clean of Hayes, and Master Cleaners. The officials are now having a conversation with a couple of the Wamego players, whatever it is. The ball is now set. Dylan Blaine, wide receiver left. Aria to the right. In that shotgun formation is the quarterback, Ebert. He's going to keep it himself. Go left side, get positive yardages. Coming up with the tackle is going to be the Hayes High Indians' William Sinnott. Also in on the tackle is going to be Freddie Haynes, but not before he picks up 5 yards to the Indian 45.
Boy, and there's Stetson Roberts. We talked about him on the last possession. He's a big kid in there playing tonight. I'm telling you, the senior comes in at 280 pounds. Another one of the big guys up front for the Wamego Red Raiders, and he opened up that hole that time for the 5-yard gain.
Vance a yard behind and a yard to the left of the quarterback. It's a keeper by Ebert, who gets taken down on a sack in the backfield by Xavier Danduran, who came blitzing through. Danduran with his 2nd sack of the season.
Tell you what, Danduran got back in the backfield, sprinted back there, and really had to make a dive at the ankles, but able to wrap up the quarterback and bring him down.
Ebert loses 6 on the play, 3rd down and 11. Wamego went 13 plays on their opening possession, lost the ball on downs. That was on 3rd and 13 and 4th and 13. This is 3rd and 11. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. That's Aria. Ebert, shotgun, wants to go over the middle. It's caught in motion, and it's a 1st down inside of the 40-yard line. The catch made by Dylan Blaine on 3rd and 11 goes right side on the slant all the way down to the 35-yard line, where it's a 16-yard gain.
Tell you what, the Hayes High Indian coaching staff is going to need to make adjustments on that fairly quickly. 3 wide receivers out to the far side and only 1 defender up near to really guard the first 5 or 6 yards against those receivers. That's exactly where Ebert put the ball 6 yards down the field, and then the receiver picked up the rest.
From the 35 with 3 minutes to go, Wamego driving again in Hayes High territory. Handoff Vance, bounces quick on a cutback. He'll get a couple of yards, and then there's Xavier Danduran again to make the tackle. One of the top 10 tacklers in the Western Athletic Conference. Will gain 3 yards for Vance, who has 7 carries, 20 yards. Justin Ebert, 4 carries, 15 yards. Ty Cooper, 1 carry for 7 yards. But passing the ball, Ebert's throwing 1 for 3 for 16 yards. And the wide receiver, Ty Cooper, 1 for 1 for 27 yards. For Ty Cooper earlier in the game, that was his 3rd pass attempt of the game, but first completion. Aria wide receiver right. Vance in the backfield with Justin Ebert for 2nd and 7. Now 2 wide receivers split off to the left side, Cooper and Blaine. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, Ebert. Skips up through the hole, gets a nice gain on 2nd down, gets near the 25-yard line where the 1st down marker is. He's a yard short of it. He'll go down at the 26. That'll be a gain of about 5 yards on the run.
Well, right now the Wamego Red Raiders are really controlling the line of scrimmage and automatically giving their running game about 2 or 3 yards on any carry.
Mark down at the 27, 3rd and 2. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Vance in the backfield with Ebert on this 3rd and 2 play from the 27. Ebert wants to throw quickly over the middle. It is caught, makes a man miss. It is on the catch, Jace Ward, who carries a defender all the way down inside the 15-yard line near the 13. It's a gain of 14 for Jace Ward, his 27th catch of the year, first tonight.
Tell you what, he picked up 6 extra yards there with defenders on his back. He just carried those defenders close to the goal line. We talked about Wamego seniors playing with pride tonight, and that's what we're seeing in this first quarter.
Ball down to the 13. Split wide receivers. Aria right, Blaine left, and timeout. Wamego, they had 12 on the field. It's their first timeout of the game. Our first stoppage of play with 1:24 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless, but the Red Raiders are in the red zone. Indian football is brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care, Insurance Planning Incorporated, Home Oil and Supply, and Hayes Chevrolet. And right now, Hayes High has not answered the bell.
Well, no, we talked about the key to the game is Hayes High Indians need to get off to a quick start offensively, and they're not doing that. They've had 2 consecutive three and out possessions. Meanwhile, Wamego holds the ball for 13 plays in 4 minutes on their first drive. They eventually turn it over on downs, and now we're about to have the 8th play already of this drive for the Wamego Red Raiders. Their second drive of the game. They're now down to the 13-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Hayes High, just 6 plays on 2 possessions. Their second possession, lost yards. See if we can get a Kalon scoreboard update for you. Dodge City down 6-0 in the first quarter against Washburn Rural. It is McPherson up on Abilene 7-0. And that's your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. Hayes Kalon, make your grass the greener side of the fence. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Red Raiders. Split wide receivers for Justin Ebert, the quarterback. Puts a man in motion. It's a sweep around the left side for Cooper. That is going to be down. That is Jace Ward on the carry. And Jace Ward takes it down inside the 5 for a first down at the 3-yard line, an 11-yard run.
Tell you what, some of these films the Hayes High Indians have seen, they've seen it on film. They're just not able to defend against it in the game.
All the way down to the 3. 1st and goal
There's
for the 3, and a flag on the play as the snap was happening. Hayes High lined up offsides, giving a free 1.5 yards. First goal, or first penalty, I should say, of the game. It's a 1.5 yard penalty from the 3. And so Hayes High backed up against their own end zone with 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Indians are not looking like they did a week ago. Here's a handoff. Fonts dances left, tries to get into the end zone. He does, and the Hayes High Indians down by a touchdown with 1:06 to go in the first quarter. Hayes High has been on their heels for this entire first quarter.
Yeah, Freddie Haynes came in to play the far side defensive tackle, but the Red Raiders ran away from him, came to the near side of the field, picked up that 2 or 3 yard touchdown.
Alex Vaught's 2-yard carry, 22 yards in the first quarter already. And for Vaught's, it is touchdown number 4 rushing of the year. Lining up for 2 is going to be the Red Raiders. It's a pitch to the right side. The Hayes High Indians are able to snuff it out, and it remains 6-0 as the 2-point conversion is no good.
One of the few plays that Wamego's lost yardage on in this game is a 2-point conversion. Now leaves it just 6-0 for Wamego with 1:06 left in the first quarter.
That was another impressive drive, that one from the 50-yard line. Hayes High did a good job of flipping the field position, but Wamego did it right back to him. Hayes High has been on defense for nearly this entire first quarter.
They certainly have. They've only held the ball for 6 plays and haven't done much with it in those 6 plays.
So Hayes High will get the football down 6-0 after that drive by the Wamego Red Raiders.
50-yard drive consumed just over 3 minutes. 9 plays. So 13 plays on their first drive, 9 plays on that drive.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you by M&D Incorporated, Walmart, Bernie's Hamburger House, and Commercial Builders. Well, will Hayes High, after getting punched in the mouth, be able to respond?
That's exactly what it is. They're getting punched in the mouth on the defensive line of scrimmage. Wamego's controlling it both offensively and defensively, controlling that line.
Tavian Creamer to the right, William Sinnott in the middle at the 5, and then Dylan Scheibler at the 10 to the left. The wind pushing the ball right to left in this game on this east-west field. The kickoff from that right to left is a high, short kick. Well, now it carries to the 5, to the 6. It's going to be Sinnott taking it to 10. At the 15, makes a man miss, spins off a tackle, and gets himself up to the 30-yard line, and a flag comes in on the play from the near sideline in front of the Wamego coaching staff.
I suspect they're going to call a personal foul here on Wamego. That hit was up and near the helmet, and I suspect that's what they're going to call.
The ball is advanced to the 29-yard line, and it is a block in the back on the Hayes High Indians, their second penalty of the night. Boy, you're right, William Sinnott took a shot at the helmets.
Well, the flag came in as the tackle was being made, so a late call on a block in the back, I would suspect. So.
McPherson leads Abilene 7-0
okay, so
after one quarter.
Half of the equation's happening here. The other half of the equation for the Hayes High Indians, which is what they have the ability to control, has not started out well for them.
7-7 Liberal and Emporia at half in the Week 9 5A game in Liberal. So Hayes High has to start back at their own 19-yard line. They started at the 35, the 23, now 19, trailing 6-0 with 1 minute even to go in the first quarter. I formation from the Indians. Brown handoff left side. Bouncing is going to be Markley trying to break it left side. Runs over a defender at the 25-yard line. Best play for the Indians is a gain of 6 by Keaton Markley.
Well, that's exactly right. He hit the hole quick, was able to get back into the secondary of the Wamego Red Raiders, pick up 7 or 8 on that play.
Yeah, they will mark him up across to the 26-yard line, so give Markley 7, who did see a little time at running back a year ago. He carried the ball just a few times as a freshman, much more comfortable as a sophomore. Final play likely of the first quarter, Indians down 6-0. Split wide receivers. It's going to be an end around. It's going to be a handoff to Schmidberger, the fullback up the middle, gets the first down at the 30-yard line, and the clock will stop with 16 seconds remaining as up to the 30-yard line, and enough for a first down is the first carry for Dylan Schmidberger, a gain of 4. 16 seconds on the clock. The clock will wind as the ball is set, and Hayes High can let this clock wind down if they so wish at the end of the first quarter, and that's what they'll elect to do. Hayes High down 6-0 in Wamego in a must-win situation for the Hayes High Indians for a shot at the playoffs. We're back in a minute. This is Hayes High Indian football.
We get it. You work hard and play hard. Internet should be the last thing slowing you down. Eagle Communications gives you the speed you need so you can play hard and save cash. For a limited time, get 30 meg for $30 or 50 meg for $50 so you could work, play, and save. Call us at 877-61-EAGLE today.
Back in Wamego, the Hayes High Indians now move right to left, down 6-0 to Wamego. Kurt David, 3 quarters left, but Hayes High's got to kick something into high gear here.
Well, they finally kicked it into gear on these last 2 plays. The first 2 possessions of the first quarter were 3 and outs, both possessions, while Wamego had much better production, eventually scoring a touchdown on their second possession. But it's the last 2 plays, a 6-yard pickup run and then a first down. So Hayes High Indians start this second quarter first and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
It's from the 30, handoff left side. Colton Myers loss of 2. Wamego is deep in the backfield. That time it is a tackle made by Santos Gonzalez, and it was like he read the play. He was almost there for the handoff. It's a loss of a yard, the officials say, back to the 29-yard line.
Gonzalez, a junior, 151 pounds. There's big size up front. Gonzalez isn't in that 200-pound category, but certainly quick getting to the ball.
Both of these teams play defense well. Their offenses have struggled through the year. Mason Ibarra, split wide receiver left. Shane Behrens is a tight end to the right. In this offset I formation, it's going to be Brown to look to the right. Throw to Behrens. It's high. Makes a one-handed catch, then jarred loose. Incomplete. Even if he makes the catch, it's a gain of 2, maybe 3. Hunter Brown 0 for 2 through the air. Now 2nd and 11. Hayes High is 0 for 2 on third downs tonight. And they just cannot get their offense started.
Tell you what, Hunter Brown was scrambling out to the right, but staying in the pocket. He had plenty of protection there. So there is good protection, at least on that particular play, for Hunter Brown to calm down, set his feet, and make a pass.
William Sinnott will split out to the left with Keaton Markley. 3 wide receivers go out to the right. Sheevy along with Behrens. Brown in that shotgun formation. Myers to his right. Screen that way. No, it's a double screen, and Brown's going to keep up the middle on third down. Gets stuck. Hayes High is going to get maybe 4 yards on that carry. It is Tristan Neff, a senior, that made the good stop. Hayes High is going to punt. They get a first down, but only get about 14 yards total. The ball goes up to the 33-yard line, a gain of 4, and a disappointing drive for the Hayes High Indians.
To say not a 3 and out, but a five run possession there.
Hayes High with 3 drives, 3 punts. Wamego comes after this one, a high punt near the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds. A shorter punt from the Indian senior will be knocked out at the, it'll be called out at the 36-yard line. It is a 31-yard punt. Hayes High defense needs to buckle down. 3-play punt, 3-play punt, 5-play punt. And now Wamego with the ball officially at the 37-yard line, a 7-0 or 6-0 lead. They went 13 plays and lost the ball on downs, 9 plays and a touchdown. It's a toss left side for Vance, gets to the outside, gets positive yardage, gets near a first down across the 45. He'll be marked down at the 46. It's going to be a gain of 9 yards on the shovel pass to the left side.
Wamego effectively took the defensive end on the far side and pushed them inside of the field. That cleared up a big lane on the far side of the field for Wamego to run out to.
9 yards on the shovel pass to the 46. On the left hash, left to right for the red-clad Red Raiders of Wamego on Highway 24. It's a handoff, no keeper by the quarterback. Ebert's going to try to get to the left side. He does so. Indians lose him in contain, up the right sideline and gone. Hayes High simply gave up on the play, and Ebert scores. Hayes High is not in this game right now. Mentally, they are just not in the game.
That's exactly right. There was walking towards him, and they gave up thinking he was going to go out of bounds. And he stuck it along the sideline and got into the end zone.
Hayes High has a chance at the playoffs, and right now they have not answered the bell in Wamego. 9:50 to go, second quarter. A 54-yard run by Ebert. The Wamego quarterback with his first touchdown rush of the year. He had 35 yards rushing all season. And now the extra points is up, and it is good by the kicker, David Paskowski. Hayes High is down 13-0, and they need to get to the sideline and regroup in a hurry.
Well, one of the big things they had to fight tonight on senior night was Wamego, 21 young men who aren't going to play another football game in high school, and they're fighting that pride right now, and somebody forgot to tell the Hayes High Indians that if they win this game, they get to play for another week.
So just 2 plays on that drive by the Red Raiders. And on those 2 plays, they end up going 63 yards, a 54-yard run by Justin Eberts. Hayes High now, not only do they need to regroup, but they got to score 2 touchdowns and get the extra points just to get the lead.
Okay. Here again, now that runs to the near side of the field, and here again the defensive end got sucked up to the middle of the field, opening up the outside of the field, but the Hayes High Indians had good pursuit, but they just assumed Ebert was going to go out of bounds, and that's not at all what he had intended.
Well, Wamego, you can tell their game plan, get to the edge, and it has worked well for them so far. 13 plays, loss of the ball on downs, the 9 plays touchdown, 2 plays touchdown. Hayes High will have William Sinnott standing at the 10-yard line for this Paskowski kick. He tees it up in the middle of the field at the Red Raider 40-yard line. The kick is a high short kick. It's going to be taken by the Indians. Hayden Brown at the 35-yard line. Excuse me, he was at the 25-yard line, gets up across the 30. And Hayes High, who's had decent starting field position tonight, is down 13-0 so far on offense. Hayes High has 15 yards on 3 drives. This drive will start from the 32.
And 1 first down.
And that was on their previous drive. Punt for Hayes High. For the Red Raiders of Wamego, it was loss of ball, touchdown, I formation for Brown under center. Sheevy wide receiver left. It's going to be a handoff to Myers. Tries to bounce it right side, up the middle. First down on a gain of 10. Make it 11 yards. There's the best play of the Hayes High Indian offense so far tonight.
And six of those yards came after the initial contact. So Colton Myers, we've seen it all season long, done a good job of picking up 1, 2, 3 extra yards after that initial hit. He picks up 6 yards on that play.
9:37 to go, first half. Hayes High down 13-0. Wamego gets the ball to start the second half as well. Van Pelt will take that line to the 43-yard line. Going right to left. Shotgun this time. Out of the pistol, that is, for Brown. Running back to his right and left. High snap. He's going to hand it off to Colton Myers. Bounces left side. Gets a crease. He's going to get into Wamego territory. 45, 40, and gets taken down on a leg tackle by Ty Cooper at the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 23 yards. Check that. Make that a run of 21 yards.
And again, not terrific blocking by the Hayes High offensive line. Colton Myers really did that himself by cutting across the field.
So Hayes High into Wamego territory for the first time, officially marked down at the 37 on the 20-yard run. Shane Barron's tied in right. Wyatt Sheevy, wide receiver left, and now Keaton Markley is in the slot left. It's going to be a handoff to Schmidberger up the middle, bounces off one tackle, breaks off a second leg tackle. His forward progress will likely still lose a yard. Good inside handoff to Schmidberger, but an ankle tackle stopped any progress. 2nd and 10.
You know, it's interesting. Gonzalez, who's the near side defensive end, is lining up outside of Logan Schulte. So Logan Schulte doesn't have a man on him to block, so he's got to go after a linebacker. Leaves Gonzalez untouched to get in the backfield.
Same formation for 2nd and 10. 4 down linemen for the Red Raiders. They put 8 in the box. It's a handoff right side for Colton Myers. Gets away from an ankle tackle, then gets away from a waist tackle, gets near the first down marker. He may have got the first down. He did inside of the 26-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain for Colton Myers. So he's gone 11, 20, and 11 on this drive, and Hayes High getting some progress finally on the offensive side of the ball. Now whistles as they need to reset the chains.
Myers picking up the first down because another 3 yards after the initial contact.
1st and 10 from the 26-yard line for the Indians. Moving right to left. Sheevy wide receiver right. I formation with Markley to the right side. Barron's tied in left. Handoff left side to the Indian senior running back Colton Myers. He gets a yard just shy of the 25-yard line. That time the Red Raiders were ready for Colton Myers and nowhere to make the jump cut.
Tell you what, it was looked like it might have been. I thought it was Tyler Patrick in there, who's one of those big defensive linemen, a 276-pound junior, made that tackle.
7:26 to go, second quarter. Hayes High is down 13-0 in this must-win game for a playoff spot. Barron's tied in right. William Sinnott, wide receiver left. Markley to the right side behind Barron's for this play. Brown to look over the middle to Shane Barron's, makes the catch, and he drags a defender down inside the 15-yard line. Barron's a tough catch. Will get a first down for the Indians on the little tight end pop pass over the middle. He'll go down at the 13-yard line, gain of 13 on the pass.
Brown had good protection, and he got that ball out to Shane Barron's, but you're right, it was a tough catch. Barron's actually had to turn his body back towards Brown and jump up and catch the ball, bring it down with him. Then he picks up another 3 or 4 yards. 9th
catch for Barron's. And the Indians into the red zone where they've been pretty good this year. I formation, Brown under center again. Turn handoff to Colton Myers, tries to cut back left, nowhere to go. Hayes High trying to at least get to that tackle spot and then cut either in or out. And that time nowhere to go. Myers, does he get back to the line of scrimmage? We'll check the line. He does. Nothing on the play. 2nd and 10 from right in between the 13 and 14-yard line.
You know, the Wamego defensive line or their linebackers are very good at pursuing the ball. We really haven't seen any kind of misdirection or any kind of counterplay off the Hayes High Indians. Be interesting to see how that would work against this defense.
6:20 to go, first half. Indians down 13-0. Wamego gets the ball to start the second half. Markley, wide receiver right. Ibarra, wide receiver left for this I formation play on 2nd and 10. Brown under center, play action pass. Looking back over the left on the screen, makes the catch, is going to be Myers running through the tackle and then eventually taken down inside the 10. Boy, Colton Myers honestly made about 5 yards out of a play that should have gone for negative It's a gain of 5 on the screen, too. Colton Myers setting up third down for the Indians, 3rd and 5 from the 9.
Looks like Chance Brungard's jumped in there on the offensive line. Had some nice pass protection there for Hunter Brown.
3rd and 5 from the 9-yard line. Indians send Sheevy as a lone wide receiver to the right. Ibarra and Markley to the left. Shotgun for the Indians on this play. It's a pass play by the Indians. Hunter Brown to Shane Behrens, dives for the end zone. He's held up short, but it's enough for a first down.
Yep, he got what he needed. He picked up the first down. I was surprised Shane Behrens wasn't able to muscle his way into that, but he did get down to where a 1st and goal on the 1.
Picks up 6 when they needed 5, and Hayes High has 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Behrens, 2 catches for 19 yards on this drive. Indians trying to score, down 13-0. 1st and goal from the 3. Brown will come under center. Schmidberger, the fullback, right behind him. It's going to be Brown trying to keep it to the right side, cuts it back up, leans for the end zone. He's down at the 1. Gain of 2 on 1st and goal from the 3. And inside 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hayes High punted on their first 3 possessions. Wamego lost the ball after 13 plays on downs and then scored on their next 2. Indians offensive line needs to get big on 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Brown will send 3 wide receivers to the wide side of the field on the right. It's going to be a toss right side for Colton Myers. Myers dives for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Hayes High Indians. Indians go trips to the wide side, and it's Colton Myers following that right into the end zone. Colton Myers' 3rd touchdown rush of the season. Indians get on the board with 4:26 to go for first half. 13-6, pending the extra point.
Tell you what, you talk about those 3 wideouts to the far side of the field. They did a great job of blocking some secondary guys for the Wamego who aren't used to playing up near the line of scrimmage.
Lane Clark on to attempt the extra point. The snap is down. The kick is up. Clark, I said Lane, Logan Clark nails the extra point. It is 13-7, and the Hayes High Indians are back within a possession with 4:26 to go in the first half.
Hey, Dustin, you talk about nailing that point after touchdown. That PAT was dead down the middle, and he smacked that thing. That thing went 30, 35 yards. Important to note that if a field goal becomes an opportunity here late in the game.
Hayes High drives from their own 32-yard line. They go 68 yards on their first scoring drive of the night. A 1-yard Colton Myers touchdown.
Hold the ball for 5 minutes and 20 seconds on 13 plays. 4 first downs. That's the kind of quality drive we talked about that the Hayes High Indians needed. They really needed on their first possession, but it's nice to see that they finally come here now to take the control of the ball and move it down the field. Now it's the defense's chance to shut down Wamego and control the long line of scrimmage.
Indian football brought to you by Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, World of Wheels, Whiskey Creek, and Homesteel Siding and Windows. And remember, Wamego gets the ball to start the second half. Their opening drive went 4 minutes, then 3 minutes, and then they went 2 plays. So Wamego, they're thinking hold the ball, score, and get the ball back in the second half. So Logan Clark will kick off from the 40. He's got 1 touchback this year, but the way that Kurt said that last kick looked, maybe he's aiming for this end zone. Back to return the kick is going to be Ty Cooper and Jace Ward. Ward left, Cooper right. They stand at about the 7. The kickoff is going to be a high, short pooch kick. It's going to land. It's going to be taken at about the 25-yard line. It's Keller returning on that left side, and he's going to get out near the 35. Returning the ball was Matt Keller. Oh, excuse me. That is Matt Keller. And so it'll be Wamego football at the 20, check that, make that the 34-yard line. See if the Hayes High Indian defense can stand up here. Colton Myers.
Conrad Viner coming in on the defensive line.
Hunter Brown on that right side. It's that same pitch to the left side. Indians read it this time. Vance gets across the 35, gains 2, but the Indians there to make the tackle. Same toss play left side on that shovel pass, complete to Vance for 2 yards.
Chance Brungard doing a nice job of reading that and stringing that play out there.
Vance's 2nd catch of the night. And 2nd down and 8 from the 36-yard line. Wamego with the 13 7 lead. Under center is Ebert. Screenplay left side. It's a double pass. Wide open is going to be Ward. Ward makes a diving catch in Hayes High territory. Hayes High's biting on the trick plays right now. That's the second different wide receiver to throw a pass. Ball down to the 40-yard line. It's a catch of 24 yards for Jace Ward on the pass by the starting quarterback from the beginning of the year, Dylan Blaine. And Wamego back up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, Vaughn straight up the middle, gets a guy to miss, goes right side, gets the sideline, then forced out of bounds. Slipped out of bounds more than anything, but he picks up a first down on first down inside the 30. Hayes High right now just is unable to make contact at the line of scrimmage. Gain of 12 on the run by Vaunce.
Tell you what, Keaton Markley not giving up on the line of on the sidelines that time. Made a nice hit, about a half a yard inside that out of bounds marker.
Ball down to the 28, 3:27 to go in this first half. Blaine splits out left, timeout on the field. Hayes High is going to use a timeout. Head coach Randall Rath uses the first of the Indians' 3. Indian football brought to you by APAC, Redeem Designs, James Motor Company, and Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Tell you what, Hayes High Indians have got to fight pride of Wamego, but they really have got nothing to lose and throw in those double passes or reverses. They're going to have to look for those plays all night long and maintain their positions and not bite and get caught off guard. Great
Bend getting a fight out of 1-7 Topeka West after one quarter. Great Bend 17, Topeka West 14 on a game in Great Bend. Great Bend runner-up in the Western Athletic Conference after losing to Garden City a week ago. They got the number 2 overall seed in Class 5A on the west half of the bracket.
Topeka West record coming in tonight was 1-7.
1-7. Garden City leads 14-0 over Wichita East after one quarter. Dodge City is in Topeka. Both teams 5-3. Dodge City and Washburn Rural 6-3 Dodge City after one. That's your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. 2 wide receivers left. Aria 1 wide receiver to the right. Ebert on this 1st and 10 play from the 28-yard line of the Hayes High Indians. It's going to be a keeper by Ebert. Left side, big hole, up the middle, bounces left, first down. And these are just massive holes being opened up on the line of scrimmage. This Wamego offensive line is playing really well. They're going to mark him down short of the first down marker, gain of 8 down to the 20.
Wamego offensive line's playing well, but the Hayes High Indians are having to spread out to cover both the run and the pass. It's making it pretty easy for that offensive line to create an immediate hole up front.
82 yards for Justin Ebert, who had 35 on 47 carries. 2 wide receivers left. Ebert wants to keep. Now he's going to drop back. Look to throw. Just throws it away. Is this intentional grounding? There was really no receiver in the area. Aria was 20 yards down the field. Colin Kreitzer, by the way, is in on defense. Randall Rath arguing for a penalty here because that ball also didn't get to the line of scrimmage. No penalty, 3rd and 2. Red Raiders are 4 for 5 on 3rd down tonight. And bringing the play in is Reed Jones, a 6'1 senior for the Red Raiders. So Ebert just threw it away, kept this drive alive. He would have been sacked for a 10-yard loss. Split wide receivers. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and close to the first down is a brand new running back in the game, Tristan Neff, a senior. He is going to be short according to the far side official. 4th down and 1 for the Red Raiders, who are 0 for 1 on 4th down tonight. I want to talk about your big plays with 2:25 to go in this first half. Hayes High down 13-7. Wamego has scored on their last 2 drives. 4th down and a yard from the 19-yard line. Neff is going to be the lead blocker and is going to be the quarterback breaking a tackle in the backfield, still on his feet all the way down at the 10. They'll mark him at the 11, picked up 8 on the run. The quarterback, Ebert, got hit originally behind the line of scrimmage and just kept his feet moving, and now his helmet comes off, and he'll be exiting the game.
Tell you what, though, he had both running backs to run behind and a big offensive line who just opened up a hole, and you know it, when you've got that many guys playing close to the line of scrimmage, you make it 1 yard or 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, it's open field running after that.
Justin Ebert will come out of the game after losing his helmet. He has 90 yards rushing after last all season having 47 carries and just 35 yards. So the original starting quarterback from the season, Dylan Blaine, will be in the shotgun for this play. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. End around to Cooper. Cooper cuts back up the field. He's at the 5. He dives for the end zone. He's short. He's near a first down at the 1.
Going to have 1st and goal at the 1 with 1:38, now 1:37 left on the clock. And remember, Wamego's deferred the toss, so they're going to get the ball back in the second half.
It'll be a gain of 9 down to the 2. Wamego converted on 4th down to keep this drive alive. Justin Ebert back into the lineup as the quarterback. He is going to hand it off. Flag on the play. That's a false start. 5-yard penalty on the Red Raiders will make it 2nd down and 6 from the 3-yard line. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 6 from the 8-yard line. First penalty on the Red Raiders. 1:13 to go in the half. Red Raiders trying to score on back-to-back possessions here at the end of this. And then at the beginning of the second half, they've scored on back-to-back possessions before this to take a 13-0 lead. Hayes High got a drive to make it 13-7, but Wamego threatening to go up by 2 scores again. 3 wide receivers right to the left for Ebert. Ebert drops back to pass, looks left side, wide open. A catch made by Dylan Blaine. Touchdown for the Wamego Red Raiders. Uncovered Dylan Blaine, his 7th touchdown catch of the year, and Hayes High back down 2 possessions, 19-7.
Boy, Hayes High Indian defense just cannot figure out either the offensive line or the offensive scheme for Wamego. Wamego pretty much going run to the right, run to the left. They can go to the outside or they can pass the ball. All facets of their offensive game are working tonight against the Hayes High Indian defense.
Dylan Blaine's 3rd catch of the night. This one for a touchdown. Extra point is blocked at the line of scrimmage. Hayes High looks like Xavier Danduran got in there and blocked the extra point, but right now a little consolation because the Indians are down 19-7, and Wamego gets the ball back in just 62 seconds of play to start the second half.
And a 12-play drive that goes 66 yards down the field. Another strong drive by the Wamego Red Raiders.
That was a 3-minute and 24-second drive, an 8-yard touchdown pass. Remember, they converted on 4th and 1, picked up 8 yards on the play. Hayes High right now is just reeling. Wamego's throwing in nearly everything in their playbook at this game.
Tell you what, I don't know that the Abilene Cowboys ever thought they'd be rooting for the Wamego Red Raiders, but they certainly are right now.
1:02 to go in the first half. Does Hayes High have a big return to try to set something up in this second quarter, down 19-7? Wamego as a team averages just 14 points a game this year. Hayes High's defense has been a staple this season, but they have gotten gashed in this contest. Held a high-scoring Abilene team down last week. The kickoff from the Red Raiders is going to be a kick to the sideline. Scheibler to take at the 14-yard line, advances to the 20, 25 to the 30, still on his feet, 35, still on his feet, 40, still on his feet to the 42-yard line. Well, Hayes High gets some decent starting field position with 54 seconds remaining in the first half to try to put something together, maybe try to make this a one-possession game. The official says down at the 40-yard line. How aggressive does Hayes High get here with 54 seconds left?
I don't see that they've got anything to lose.
From the right hash. Good return by Scheibel up that right sideline. Behrens to the right side. Seems starting to hobble just a little bit on that ankle. Sheevy to the right, Markley to the left. Big week last week, 6 catches, 100 yards. Shotgun for Hunter Brown. Myers to his left. Brown takes the snap. Wamego brings the blitz over the middle. Shane Behrens can't make the one-handed catch. Behrens is off a step tonight. We saw him going to the right side of that formation, and he's just not quite 100%. 2nd and 10 from the 40, and the route was open. Brown throwing 3 for 6, 24 yards, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Hayes High does have 2 timeouts remaining. Markley wide receiver left. William Sinnott wide receiver left. Wyatt Sheevy goes as a wide receiver to the right side on 2nd and 10. Wamego this time does not bring the blitz. It's going to be Brown scrambling, looking to the right, making a catch to Sheevy. He'll go out of bounds up across the 45-yard line. I think they'll mark him right at the 45, maybe 46. Sheevy on the catch, his first of the night, out at the 46-yard line, gain of 6. It's 3rd down and 4 for the Indians from the 46-yard line.
Okay, so you got 2 more plays here to pick up a first down. Remember, Clark really had a nice PAT. I'm saying he can probably pick up a 30-yard field goal. So 20, 30 more yards, and you give him a chance.
Williams sent it out of the game to the sideline on this play. Markley right, Barons left. Sheevy now makes it 2 wide receivers to the right side out of the pistol for Brown, who has 2 in the backfield with him. Brown steps down on the right foot. Option play right. Options at 2. Colton Myers nowhere close to the first down. Knocked out of bounds, shy of midfield where they needed to get the first down. Needed 4 on 3rd down. They're going to pick up a half a yard. And 4th down for the Indians, and the clock stops with 37 seconds remaining. 4th down and 3, and Hayes High is going to punt. So Hayes High will punt this one from their own 47-yard line. Does Hayes High have a fake in the book we don't know about? They haven't ran one yet this year, and a timeout on the field. Hayes High couldn't get the personnel onto the field correctly. 2nd timeout of the game.
Okay, Dustin, there's a lot of things the coaching staff's going to need to correct here, but most of it is on defense, where the Hayes High Indian coaching staff's got to figure out a way to deal with a big offensive line of Wamego. Hayes High Indians are getting pushed back 2-3 yards consistently on every play. Wamego's taking advantage of that.
Hayes High had a golden chance here in Wamego, a game that the Indians certainly felt like they had a chance to win, and you don't overlook any opponent, but Hayes High certainly felt like they matched up well in tonight's game. Check out some scores. Great Bend now leads Topeka West 28-7 in your Hayes Kalon scoreboard updates. It's the only score from around the state that we have of interest for you right now. And so Colton Myers will punt the football away from the 47. Indians 5 drives, 4 punts. It's 4th and 3. The snap back to Myers, and the punt nearly blocked. Good punt for Myers. Angling inside the 5, comes to a stop at the 1-yard line.
Maybe even the half.
Wow, what a punt by Colton Myers. He had a 57-yard punt early in a 54-yard punt early in the game. That punt is 52 yards and downed at the 1, and as Kurt said, maybe even inside the 1-yard line. But again, Hayes High right now in a bad spot. 29 seconds to go before the half. Let's see if Hayes High with that ball all the way down at near the 1-yard line, do they come at the Red Raiders and try to force a mistake in the end zone?
So even if the Red Raiders wanted to kneel on the ball, they couldn't do it. There's not enough room back there.
And that ball is all the way back inside the 1-yard line. Hayes High's got to watch out for some trick plays too. Ebert comes under center. He's just going to keep it straight up the middle. Hayes High pulls at the football, but Ebert all the way out to 5. And Wamego doesn't have to run another play in this first half if they do not wish. And Kurt David, this first half belongs to the Wamego Red Raiders.
Well, key to the game for the Hayes High Indians was get off to a quick start and put doubt in the 21 seniors' mind for Wamego. And they have absolutely not done that. They're down 19-7. They haven't effectively moved the ball all night long except for one drive, and they certainly haven't done much to stop the Wamego Red Raider offense.
Lee Weber, head coach of the Red Raiders, wants to take the game to the locker room. Hayes High looks to regroup. They need a win to get to the playoff. They're down 19-7 at the half. From Wamego, this is Hayes High Indian football.
This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the
Mr. Kurt David back with you in Wamego on Highway 24, where the Hayes High Indians and the Wamego Red Raiders play one more half of football in 2016, Kurt David. Hayes High needs a win to try to get into the month of November and still play football.
And if they're going to do that, throw everything else out the book except pride. I don't know how many people were watching the Tennessee Titans game, Jacksonville Jaguars game last night. From look at the overnight ratings, not many of you were. But for those of you who saw at halftime, Jacksonville just played horrifically in the first half. Bill Cowher, Deion Sanders really had some interesting comments at halftime where they really said, you know what, Jacksonville needs to play with pride. They need to understand that they're representing their town, they're representing their organization. Hayes High Indians are representing their school, and they need to play like it in the second half. And I will tell you what, in the first half they didn't. They didn't block well on the line of scrimmage. They didn't control the line of scrimmage defensively. They had one single drive that ended in a touchdown that was productive for the Hayes High Indians. Besides that, it was three and out, a bunch of punts, and they allowed Wamego to do whatever they wanted to do offensively, run up the middle, run outside, or pass.
It'll be Wamego football to start the second half. The other half of this equation, if Hayes High can come back from this 12-point deficit, is the McPherson and Abilene game. That's a 7-7 tie at half. Emporia in the second half now leading Liberal 14-7. It is not halftime yet, and Buhler is beating Circle 62-16 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Halftime, Andale beating El Dorado 26-6. Halftime, Washburn Rural is beating Dodge City 20-3. Hayes High will be kicking off. Logan Clark from left to right, and the kick is going to be a high, short kick. It's going to be taken by Matt Keller. Then he's going to bobble it. He's going to get taken down as he gets to the 25-yard line. Scheibler was there in coverage. Also taken down by Isaac Zimmerman. Ball at the 26. Hayes High defensively, Kurt, needs to make sure that they get something going here. They gave up 256 yards of offense in the first half. Wamego averages just 196 per game.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things we noted in the first half is the Hayes High Indian offensive line wasn't able to contain the defensive end, Gonzalez and Macaprang. They've got to figure out a way to block those two individuals to keep them from going to the outside of the line of scrimmage.
Toss left side is going to Vance. Vance tries to cut back, wrapped and dropped. That's a little bit more like how Hayes High expected to play this whole game. Barons, Dan Duran both over there, and a third Indian. It's going to be Freddie Haynes. It's that pitch played to the left, and we may have an injured player on the sideline for Wamego. After the 2-yard loss, it's that shovel pass to the right side to Vance that's been so good tonight. And a player down on the field for the Wamego Red Raiders. It's on their sideline, but it's not necessarily far enough away from the sideline to continue, so everybody is going to take a knee in. And first play of the second half injury for the Red Raiders. Indian football brought to you by Eagle Communications, Heartland Building Center, Midwest Energy, Gibbs Auto Supply, and USAFE Pharmacy. It's a loss of 2 on the play on the catch by Vance. It is his third catch of the night.
Talking about defensive ends, but really it's Macaprang at the left guard position, who's a 205-pound senior, and Dawson Delford's a 290-pound junior that are really doing a good job on the outsides of the line of scrimmage for the Wamego Red Raiders.
And it is Vance who is shaken up on the play, so in fact the trainer's going to take the helmet from him for right now. Vance very slowly walking back behind the team, so the ball goes back behind the 25-yard line to the 26, and the Hayes High Indians on defense trying to get a stop here. Wamego scored on 3 consecutive possessions, then backed up on their own one, let the half come to an end after a 4-yard gain. Ebert in the shotgun this time, 3 wide receivers to the right. He's going to keep it to the right side, run the whole way, straight up the middle, big yards, gets held short of the 35-yard line on a nice tackle by William Sinnott at the 34. It's a gain of 8, 3rd down and 3, and Wamego in the first half was 4 for 6 on 3rd down. That's just a big hole for Ebert, the quarterback, to run. He has 102 yards tonight. He had 35 on the season.
Well, and you're seeing there what effectively it is to be able to mix up the run and the pass, as the Hayes High Indians looking for pass on that play and had all their secondary in the back.
Wamego sprints to the line of scrimmage, handoff, tackle missed in the backfield. Now the scrum ensues, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Red Raiders. Running the ball, we'll have to check to see, but Hayes High got somebody deep in the backfield and couldn't corral the tackle. It's a 1st down for the Red Raiders, and running the ball is going to be Tyson Lowen. He gets a 1st down across the 35-yard line out to the 37, picked up 3. And a couple more than that. He's going to pick up 5 on the play. 1st and 10, Wamego converts again. Ebert to throw, quick pass, left side. Aria with the catch and taken down before he gets to the 45-yard line, taken down at the 44. But those quick passes have been good for Justin Ebert in the Wamego offense tonight.
Yeah, even if the Hayes High Indians could get into the back to put pressure on the quarterback, those passes are way too quick for them to put significant pressure on him.
Aria's 2nd catch of the season. He's a wide receiver split to the left this time. Their leading receiver, Dylan Blaine, out to the right side in terms of touchdown catches. Handoff in the backfield, and Xavier Danduran there for the tackle. Going to be made on another new running back for the Red Raiders. That is going to be Alder Pearson, a freshman, into the game. Gets his 2nd carry of his career. It goes for a yard.
Now, Danduran doesn't necessarily disguise that blitz. He just gets up there really as a 5th lineman, and he's able to get through a gap.
3rd down and 4 for the Red Raiders. They have the ball to start the second half. Aria right, Blaine left for Ebert who's in the shotgun formation. It's going to be an option play. No, he's going to keep it himself and get taken down in the backfield. Tackle for loss going to be made by Dylan Schmidberger. Also there, Freddie Haynes and Xavier Danduran. 4th down. Indians make a stop on a loss of 3 yards.
I'll tell you what, a troubling possession there. Picked up a 1st down. They had 6 plays. They moved the ball, but it looks like the Hays Indians are going to force the Red Raiders into a punt.
Danduran came up hobbling on that play as well. A half tackle for loss for Danduran and also for Dylan Schmidberger on the play. And this will be the first punt of the game for the Red Raiders. Flag on the play, and the punt was blocked by Sinnott. False start on the Red Raiders, and the Indians had blocked the punt.
Which is interesting because there's 3 blocking backs back there for the Wamego Red Raiders, and they couldn't contain the Hays High Indian defense.
Boy, Hays High just couldn't even catch a break because Sinnott blocked that. He was going to pick it up and was gone. So the ball backed up to the 35-yard line on the first punt of the night by the quarterback, Justin Ebert. 28 punts on the year for an average of 36 yards. Does Hays High come at it again? It won't be much of a surprise to Red Raiders this time. They don't. Indians still get pressure, and it's a short punt. That was tipped by one of the Red Raiders, and it's picked up by the Red Raiders. Marquise Cade, a sophomore, came in and picked it up before it would have gone about another 5 yards. Hays High catches a break.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He knows he shouldn't have touched or picked up that ball on that particular play.
So the ball appeared to hit the back of one of the protectors of the Red Raiders, and Hays High has the ball down 19-7, but that drive took 3.5 minutes off the clock. Hays High will take over at their own 34-yard line on the 31-yard punt, the first of the night for the Red Raiders. So here come the Indians with the ball. They scored on 1 possession of the second half. Myers moves to the right of quarterback Hunter Brown on 1st and 10. A man in motion left to right. Brown is going to keep it himself, try to go right side, and maybe gets a yard.
And there's their defensive end, McAprang. That's what I was talking about to start the second half. The Hays High Indian offense has got to figure out a way to contain McAprang and Gonzalez as the 2 defensive ends. No one's directly blocking those 2 individuals, and they've got a clear path into the backfield.
The gain goes from behind the 34 to in front of the 34. Last week, Hunter Brown, 20 carries, 148 yards. Tonight, just 5 for 4 yards. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Mason Ibarra splits out to the left as a lone wide receiver. Now in the slot left is Markley. Under center, handoff is going to go to Myers. Tries to cut back, and right there to make the tackle is going to be Dawson Delforge, the defensive tackle. 3rd and long for the Indians. It'll be 3rd and 8. Hays High was 1 for 5 in the first half on 3rd downs. No cutback room that time for the Hays High Indians. Gain of 3 on the play. Out to the 47-yard line. Out to the 37-yard line. Still 3rd down and 7 for the Indians. Left to right. Got a stop on Wamego. But can they make anything of this? Or they go 3 and out for a 3rd time in this game? Brown in a passing situation will take the snap. Delayed blitz by Wamego. Brown to throw deep over the middle. It is caught by Shane Behrens in stride. Brown got hit, completed the pass to Shane Behrens inside of the 35-yard line down to the 31, and a 1st down for the Hays High Indians.
Boy, 2 quality things there. You talk about Hunter Brown getting hit. He certainly did. There was 2 defensive ends coming in on both sides. Hunter Brown really looking at being sandwiched on that play, but he hung in there and threw the ball. And Shane Behrens, who looked like he was about 1 or 1.5 steps slow in the first half, kept up with that pass and was able to bring it in for a reception and a first down.
To the 31 of Wamego. Indians split the wide receiver, send the tight end left side. Brown under center. Is going to be a turn. Play action pass. Right side rolls out, complete to Dylan Schmidberger. He makes the catch, and then Schmidberger gets a shove from low and out of bounds. It's well back by the track, and the officials couldn't see it. Schmidberger with the catch, the fullback, down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's all right. Schmidberger did what he did. He popped back up, and he got back to the huddle.
Dylan Schmidberger, 3rd catch of the season. Indians go to the air on back-to-back plays and get some yards out of it. Brown now 6 for 9, 65 yards. Trey Van Pelt, the center, to the line, and now they have to stop the clock. About another 10 seconds burned off of that because the ball went out of bounds, but the clock never stopped. 3 wide receivers left. Toss for Myers. Myers tries to string it out to the sideline, now cuts it up and maybe gets a yard. Boy, Hays High talked about that all week. You got to pick a hole, jump up through it because this Wamego defense is very fast. They get sideline to sideline well. Third down for the Indians, and what is probably 4-down territory. Ball does go to the 25-yard line.
Well, that defense is led by 2 linebackers who are your 2 key runners back in offensively. So you know they've got speed and they've got ability to move. That's who you're running around against on the offense, and on those 2 linebackers, you've got to go straight at them.
3rd and 5 from about the 26-yard line. 3 wide receivers left. Brown is going to hand it off right side. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing on the inside handoff to Colton Myers. They ran away from the 3 wide receivers. It's 4th down and 5.
Hayes High Indians have got to go for it on 4th down now. 19-7, down 12 points. 5:25, a lot of clock running off here already in this 3rd quarter.
Schmidtberger comes out of the game. Sheevy and Sinnott in. That'll send also Mason Ibarra to the sideline. 4th and 5 for the Hayes High Indians. Hayes High this year is 11 for 20 on 4th down. They've scored 5 touchdowns on 4th down. Brown is going to look to his right. Now left. Now it's the draw, and the Hayes High Indians never had a chance. 5-yard loss on the play. Wamego knew the play was coming, and they sacked Hunter Brown for a loss of 5.
Yeah, it was a design draw play, and the Hayes High Indians haven't done a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage all night long, and you're right, that play had nowhere to go.
So Hayes High loses the ball on downs, and it will be the Wamego Red Raiders with the ball at their own 30-yard line. Well, Hayes High was driving and then stall out. 5-yard loss on 4th and 4. Ebert back at quarterback, drops back to pass, looking left, goes right. It is caught over there, or is it jarred loose? Oh, it was caught. What a catch by Ty Cooper. Xavier Danduran on the coverage. It's no gain on the play, but what a catch by Ty Cooper.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how they're calling that. They're calling that ball inbound. They're calling it inbounds. So
they keep the clock going. Cooper ran out of bounds.
There was no tackle.
No.
Incomplete. Okay.
Cooper's first catch of the night. Well, that's after the clock continued to run when Hayes High went out of bounds. And 4:20 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Indians down 19-7, lose the ball on downs. Ebert to throw again, sets up the screenplay over the middle. It is caught, then incomplete. Intended for Dylan Blaine. He tipped it. Hayes High had a shot to intercept it. 3rd and 10 for the Red Raiders.
You're right. Chance Brungard in there almost had the opportunity from a defensive position to make a tipped interception, and he would have had a clear path to the end zone.
Well, here we go. Hayes High needs to get off the field on this 3rd and 10 after a completed pass for no yards and then a incomplete pass. Justin Ebert, 8 for 12 through the air. He has 2 wide receivers who are 1 for 1. Is that what Wamego goes to here on 3rd and 10? Hayes High, 4 down linemen. Ebert with 4 wide receivers. Hayes High gets a rush. It's intercepted. Taken away by Keaton Markley. 20, 15. He's at the 10 and gets inside of the 10-yard line. Intercepted by Colin Kreitzer for the first time, Kurt David. Hayes High gets pressure up the middle and forces a mistake.
Boy, that's what it's right. You know, we talked about the statistics, but it's been a long time coming. These Wamego Red Raider quarterbacks coming into the game have a 13-9 interception to touchdown ratio. Now, they've been very successful passing the ball against the Hayes High Indians tonight, but really for the first time, solid pressure up the middle. They force an errant pass and an interception.
Keaton Markley's first interception of his career. Indians get the ball at the 9. Handoff right side. Colton Myers follows the blocking 5. Touchdown. Hayes High Indians. Interception turns into touchdown, and the Hayes High Indians back within a possession. 19-13. It's a second touchdown rush of the night for Colton Myers. He had 2 all season long and has 2 tonight.
Tell you what, that was nice. One of the keys we talked about was forcing the Wamego Red Raiders into passing situations tonight. They really hadn't been able to effectively shut down the passing game, which largely had been short yardage passes or screenplays. That time forced the Red Raiders into a long pass play to pick up first down, and they get pressure in the backfield, force the interception.
Logan Clark to attempt the extra point. Line drive does not go through. It's off to the right, and it's 19-13, but the Hayes High Indians still within 6. 19-13, Wamego with the 6-point lead. Indian football brought to you by Steel Fabrications, Horizon Appliance and Electronics, Kevin Shoemaker Construction, Next Tech, M&D and Hayes, and Canterbury Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery.
Well, Hayes High Indian defense been able to hold Wamego to a punt on the first possession, and that time interception. Wamego's going to get the ball now for the third time here in this third quarter.
There's 3:54 remaining in the third quarter, and boy, that clock when you're down by 2 possessions seems like it goes so quick, but now there's still 3:54 remaining, and Hayes High's back within a score. They need to get another stop here. They forced some pressure on the quarterback, Justin Ebert, who threw his 5th interception of the year. Markley was just playing center field, went up high and got it, and returned it back to the 9. So Logan Clark will kick off. Most of the kicks tonight have been high, short pooch kicks, directed at Matt Keller.
Stay in your lanes. One of the things you said you saw on film was actually a reverse on a kickoff return by Wamego.
Yep, that's what their 2 back guys like to do. This kick by Clark, again, a short kick. It's going to be taken by one of those back guys. They'll run the reverse. They'll hand it off to the left side. It's going to go into the hands of Jace Ward. Breaks 2 tackles and goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Boy, Hayes High read it well, but again can't make the tackle.
Well, that's it. I forgot to mention there's 2 parts to that. One, you've got to stay in your lane and play your field of play, but you got to make the tackle when you've got the opportunity, and it's that second part the Hayes High Indians did not execute on.
Wamego looked like they're going to have the ball about the 30. Instead, they have it all the way up across the 45 to the 47-yard line. I bet Wamego goes back to the ground here. That last possession of 3 passes did not turn out well for the Red Raiders. Hayes High scores to make it 19-13. Extra point was no good. Split wide receivers, 2 blockers left for Justin Ebert. He's going to hand it off. It's an inside handoff to Lowen. Lowen is hit. Lowen is driven out of bounds. 3 Indians there. Ethan Brungart leads the attack. And it's a loss on the play back to the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 on the run by Lowen.
That time Stetson Roberts was trying to control Shane Behrens. Shane Behrens held his ground there and didn't give up any yardage, so that forced the play outside of Shane Behrens where there was good pursuit from the linebackers.
As Hayes High finally woken up, Aria right, it is Dylan Blaine to the left. Shotgun for Ebert with 2 blockers to his left. He's going to keep it to himself. Right side, escapes 1 tackle, cuts back on Sinnott for a second, then gets hit, gets dropped as he gets into Hayes High territory at the 49-yard line. Indians, if nothing else, forced Ebert to come back into the field of play where the Hayes High Indians had their linebackers.
You're exactly right. They forced him back into the middle where there were 3 Hayes Indians who could there to make the tackle.
Third down, and a generous spot to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the play. 106 yards for Justin Ebert, leads everybody in rushing. 3rd and 5. Hayes High trying to get off the field here, and now a stoppage of play. The lead official has an official's timeout. Looks like some equipment malfunction for Ethan Dieterding. So he has to leave the game, and Colton Myers comes in. 3rd and 5 for Wamego from the Hayes High 48. Indians trying to force another 3 and outs. Ebert from that shotgun. He's going to end around. It's a double reverse. Jace Ward, right side, breaks 1 tackle. He's going to carry a pile for a first down. Hayes High just simply is not finishing tackles on the defensive side. The tackle happened at the 45. He carried to the first down to the 43 and down to the 42.
And didn't just carry 1 tackler for the Hayes High Indians, carried 2 or 3 for extra yardage to pick up the first down.
Needed 5, got 6, and it's first down for the Red Raiders. And coming out of the game, Jace Ward. Boy, the Hayes High coaching staff was so impressed by Jace Ward on both the offensive and defensive side of the game. He comes hobbling out. 2:51 to go, and Wamego converts in a big way on this second half into Hayes High territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Ebert adjusting the running backs, goes to the left side, handoff Lowen. Lowen is hit, Lowen is dropped. And that time it was Shane Behrens who got around on the waist of Lowen and drops him. We saw earlier in the game going out, Alex Vance, we have not seen him return to the lineup. It's a no gain on the play for Lowen.
Stetson Roberts, that defensive tackle or offensive tackle here on the near side, comes up a little slow. Looks like maybe got his hand caught in there between a couple helmets.
Aria right. 2 wide receivers left this time for Justin Ebert. Indians shift the line. It's going to be a rollout. Left side, Ebert to throw down the field. Caught along the sideline by Cooper. Cooper makes a guy miss, gets hit from behind as he goes inside the 25-yard line. Cooper got loose on the side. Ebert had all day to throw, and the clock down inside, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Hayes High down 19-13. The ball down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 18 on the catch by Cooper.
And you're right, Ebert had plenty of time to be able to make that throw, and Abel got it right on target to Cooper, who was about 1 yard inside the out-of-bounds marker.
Down to the 24 for the Red Raiders. Blaine out to the right. Ebert hands off on the end around to Jace Ward. Ward cuts back, breaks an ankle tackle, takes 2 guys inside of the 15. Ward came out of the game looking a little hobbled. He gets right back in the game and picks up 11 on first down. Down to the 14-yard line, call it a gain of 10.
So the Hayes High Indians, who are doing a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage, now are getting confused by some misdirection plays of the Wamego Red Raiders.
1:25 to go, third quarter. Wamego back to the red zone where they're 2 for 2 tonight, scoring touchdowns. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, low in the backfield with Ebert. Ebert's going to keep it himself, go right now, right back up the middle and slip as he tried to make a cut at the 10. And Ebert is slow to get up. He's cramping.
And somebody's slow to get up for the Hayes High Indians as well.
That is Xavier Danduran. And so injury timeout for both players. The quarterback, Justin Ebert, is cramping. Danduran is on his hands and knees at the 10-yard line. The ball went to about the 10, so it's a gain of 4 for Ebert on the run. He slipped, but it may have been more because of the cramps than anything. Indian football brought to you by brought to you by Progressive Physical Therapy, Crop Production Services, Edward Jones, Daryl, Jeff, and Linda Seibel, and State Glass Company.
Danduran trying to get up under his own power, and he can't seem to be able to get up, and now the trainer's just telling him to sit back down.
Ebert's going to be helped to his feet. Looked like cramps for Ebert, but Danduran still down. He had 16 tackles last week. Danduran, one of the top 10 tacklers in the Western Athletic Conference. And down at the 10-yard line. Hayes High has suffered a ton of injuries this season.
I was going to say, Coach Rath walks away hanging his head, probably thinking how many more people are going to get hurt for the Hayes High Indian team this season.
Danduran is down at the 10. They're looking at his left leg, it appears. Ebert is going to walk off the field under his own power. They're going to get Danduran up. He's going to walk off with a little bit of help from the trainer.
But he's putting weight on it. He's clearly putting weight on both legs.
Danduran will likely return to the game. So 2nd down and 6 from the 10-yard line. Hayes High got within a touchdown at 19-13 with 3:54 to go. But on this possession, Wamego converts on 3rd and 5 on a 6-yard run where Indians had the running back bottled up short of the first down. And at quarterback is going to be the senior Dylan Blaine. So Blaine takes over at the quarterback spot for this 2nd down play. He had to come in earlier because of the helmet issue for Ebert. It's going to be a keeper. No, end around. It's going to be Behrens trying to make the tackle. Can't do so, and taken down short of the 5-yard line is going to be who on the end around? That is going to be another new runner in the game, Reed Jones, with his first career carry.
Shane Barron's back there in the position where he needed to be, but ended up having to dive to try to make a shirt-grabbing tackle and just unable to bring him down.
Jones picks up 4 on the play. 2nd and 2. Make that 3rd down and 2 from about the 6-yard line. Blaine is the quarterback now. Indians bring the blitz. It's a handoff to Lowen, right side, and the Indians are there for the tackle, but is it a first down? This is close. It looks like it's about a yard short. As the 3rd quarter will expire, it'll be 4th down when we come back to the 4th quarter. Wamego with the football and a 6-point lead. We're back to Wamego in a minute. This is Hayes High Indian football.
most exciting yards in football. It's NFL Red Zone from NFL Network. Get every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon. And football doesn't stop on NFL Network. It goes all week.
We're covering it like crazy.
Get NFL Red Zone from NFL Network today.
Add NFL Red Zone so you can watch all the game-defining yards in football. Call us at 877-61-EAGLE today.
Through the fourth quarter, it is Hayes High trailing the Wamego Red Raiders 19-13. Wamego with 4th and 1 from the 6-yard line. From the 5-yard line, they need to get down to the 4. After 3 quarters, it is now 14-7 McPherson leading Abilene in the other half of this District 8 matchup. The ball is just inside the 5. It needs to go about a half a yard. We'll call it 4th and 1 from the 5.
And what the Hayes High Indians are going to be careful to guard against is they're going to want to get everybody up there on the line of scrimmage to stop it immediately. But if you break through those 8 guys up front, they'll have a clear path. Wamego will have a clear path to the end zone.
It is Justin Ebert back in at quarterback. They put a man in motion, give it to Ward. Ward, touchdown. Untouched into the end zone. Untouched.
It was 7 or 8 guys on the line of scrimmage, but they were spread out evenly. They weren't stacked too deep like you might normally see protecting against the run. And Wamego exploited it.
Wamego converts on 3rd down and 4th down, answering the Hayes High drive. And a 25-13 lead, and now Wamego will go for 2 to try to make up their missed extra points with 11:56 to go in the game. Ebert to throw all day over the middle, caught, 2-point conversion. 27-13, and Hayes High is down by 2 full scores with 11:56 to go. Hayes High got an interception from Keaton Markley and then a 9-yard run from Colton Myers to make it 19-13. They had the Red Raiders at 3rd down and 5, but converted on a 6-yard run and then converted on 4th and 1 for a 6-yard touchdown.
Yeah, the defense had really started to control the Wamego Red Raiders, but that particular possession, an 8-play drive that goes 53 yards up the field. We saw that in the first half where there'd be a 13-play drive, a 6-play drive, an 8-play drive. Wamego returning to those kind of long drives, 53 yards, consuming 4 minutes off the clock totally in that drive.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Adams Brown, Barron and Ball, Leon's Welding and Fabrication. There was a scenario in all of this where Hayes High could lose and still make the playoffs, but they could only lose by 1 and needed Abilene to lose by 21 or more points. And neither of those are right now in the cards. Hayes High at this point needs to come back and just win this game. If McPherson holds on in their 14-7 lead, then the Indians' win would be enough. But Wamego, quite frankly, has just had all of the answers tonight. They've made one mistake that Hayes High capitalized on. Outside of that, Wamego has played mistake-free football.
Yeah, I think offensively in the third quarter we saw where the Hayes High Indians could move the ball and score against the Wamego Red Raiders. The question is, they can score, but are they going to be able to hold them defensively and keep them out of the end zone and gaining those points back?
Pakskowski to kick off. Indians with 3 back to return this kick. It is going to be Scheibler going to the sideline at the 16. Right sideline return 20, 25-30, and that's where he'll be taken out of bounds. Right about the 30-yard line, Hayes High will have 70 yards to navigate to make this a one-possession game again. Nearly the entire fourth quarter to go, 11:50 remaining in the fourth. Hayes High down 2 full scores. They've never led in this game. Wamego in the second half, punt, interception, touchdown. Hayes High lost the ball on downs in Wamego territory and scored a touchdown. And that right now is where Hayes High has lost the difference in this game. They had the ball in Wamego territory and driving, but lost the ball on downs on a 4th and 4 where they lost 5 yards. Hayes High right to left from the 30. One wide receiver to the right for Hunter Brown under center. Now slot right is going to be Markley. It's a play-action pass. Looking to throw is Brown. Screen. It's dropped by Schmidberger. Brown tonight, 6 for 10 passing, 65 yards. That one hit Dillon right in the hands, one that he wishes he had back. Likely took his eye off it to try to run ahead of time. And Indians sent everybody deep and set the screen up underneath.
Tell you what, talked about 21 seniors on this Wamego Red Raider team, but Ebert's a junior. Look at Del Forge, the big defensive tackle and offensive tackle. He's a junior. Tyler Patrick's a junior. There's a lot of returning skill coming back on this team next year that Hayes High Indians will have to face again.
Brown on 2nd and 10, hands off to Keaton. Markley cuts up the field, gets 5 to the 35. Sets up 3rd and 5 for the Hayes High Indians. 2 for 7 on 3rd down tonight. Markley's 5th carry for 15 yards, and the clock continues to run with inside 11 and a half minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Hayes High down 27-13. They've twice been within a score, but then twice given up a touchdown. Ibarra right, Markley left on this 3rd and 5 play from the 35. I formation, and Hayes High has to take a costly timeout.
You're right, it is costly. There's 11-13 left. The Hayes High Indians down 27-13. They need to be moving the ball.
Hayes High Indian football is brought to you by Hayes Kalon, Lewis Automotive, Insurance Planning, and Hayes Chevrolet.
And I'll tell you what, Justin Ebert's a junior, Alex Bonds is a junior, Blake Area, there's a name we've called a lot tonight. There's a receiver, he's a junior. A lot of returning talent coming back for Wamego this year, not just 21 seniors graduating tonight on senior night.
Hayes High needed a win to continue their season to the month of November, and right now it is Wamego spoiling that party. I'll get some score updates for you real quick. Our Hayes Kalon scoreboard updates. Right now has a lot of Wamego and Hayes scores being posted right now, so get some score updates for you. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Brown under center, 2 wide receivers right, tight end left. It's going to be a keeper by Hunter Brown. Tries to go left side, tries to get to the sideline, lowers his shoulder, stretches out for the 1st down. If he doesn't get it, he's close. Needed 5.
We're going to call him about a yard, maybe even a yard and a half short of that
Wow.
1st down marker.
About a yard short. So 4th down and 1. You got to imagine Hayes High is going for it here. 10:45 to go. Hayes High doesn't convert on 3rd down. They're 2 for 8. They are 0 for 1 on 4th down. They have 4th down and 1 from their own 39-yard line. Brown in that pistol this time. Running back to his right and one behind him. Turn, handoff Colton Myers straight up the middle. Gets the 1st down.
There's your guy who's going to pick up a yard or so even after contact. Colton Myers has been doing it a number of times this season. He's done it 3 or 4 times tonight. He's a guy you can count on there on that play.
But that clock continues to tick. Down to 10:24 remaining, and Hayes High needs 2 touchdowns, down 27-13. Hayes High needs a big strike here of some sort. They got that big 32-yard pass play earlier to Shane Behrens, but ended up stalling on that drive. Hayes High could be driving for the tie or the lead right now, but ended up losing the ball on downs on that drive. Hayes High jogs out to the line of scrimmage. Slot left and tight and wide receiver left, tight end to the right. Brown is going to roll to his left, look to throw, look down the field, looking for Ibarra, can't make the diving catch.
And there's going to be a foul on.
Well, and who's this going to be on?
I think it's going to be on Dylan Blaine for pushing off.
Well, Mason Ibarra, he also got a hand in there as well. Does Hayes High catch a break for the first time tonight? Seems like every break, and I'm not talking officials, talking game breaks, just did not go their way. The officials talk. This is going to be pass interference on the Red Raiders. In defense of the Red Raiders crowd, who's right below us, it was borderline, certainly. But Hayes High is not going to complain. And so they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the Red Raider 45-yard line. Markley splits out right, Sheevy left. Split in the backfield behind Hunter Brown. Brown under center, turns, hands off to Dylan Schmidberger. It's going to be Brown keeping it on the right side. Brown tries to turn the corner, gets about 4 yards on the carry. Gets down to the 41-yard line.
Colton Meyer, I think, on that play.
Oh, you're right. Colton Myers, my mistake. Down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play. 64 yards for Myers, but this drive taking a long time. 9.5 minutes to go. Hayes High needs 2 touchdowns, so they need a stop in there sometime as well. Sennett brings the play in from the sideline. Sheevy will exit.
Some shifts going on the defense. Udall's coming in on defensively. Will Carter's come in defensively for the Wamego Red Raiders.
Markley left, Sennett right. Brown is going to hand off to the fullback this time, breaks a couple of tackles. Schmidberger is going to get a first down as he gets inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. A 14-yard run by Dylan Schmidberger.
Okay, Tyler Patrick, one of the big men up front, 276-pound junior, has been replaced by Will Carter up front, a 205-pound senior. So giving up a little bit of weight there. Patrick now back into the game.
Now that took one play, didn't it?
Yep.
See Patrick come right back in, and you mentioned Patrick at 276, hard guy to move. Inside 9 minutes to go. Hayes High down by 2 scores, 27-13, fourth quarter. Shotgun this time for Brown. Takes the snap, high snap, keeps it himself right side, tries to cut to the left and take it down. Wamego tackling really well in this game, Kurt David.
They certainly are. But they're looking for Hunter Brown to come up the middle on those planned draw plays as well.
Gain of 3 for Brown. He's been held to just 6 yards on 8 carries. Third down for the Indians. This will be third down and about 4 for Hayes High. And third down's been a struggle tonight. Just 2 for 8. They did convert on fourth down. It is second down, after the 4-yard run. Ball at the 24-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Brown is going to play action, roll to his left, look down the field. A nice catch hauled in by the Hayes High Indians. Keaton Markley at the 15-yard line, 9-yard catch by Keaton Markley, his first catch of the night.
That's the kind of the plays they need. Keaton Markley reaching out for that pass play. You talked about a great pass reception he had last week against the Abilene Cowboys. That also a nice reception as he dove and grabbed that ball as he brought that ball into him as he has fallen to the ground.
And now timeout on the field. Wamego wants to stop the clock. Their first used timeout of the second half. Indian football brought to you by Discount Siding, Forte's Auto Sales, High Plains Roofing, and Commerce Bank. Hayes High down 27-13, 8:07 remaining in the game.
Well, right now the Hayes High Indians are showing they can move the ball. We talked about that. We saw it in the third quarter. But in order for them to come getting themselves a chance to win this game, 2 things need to happen. Not only do they need to get it in the end zone, but then they've got to answer defensively against the Wamego Red Raiders.
Hayes Kalon scoreboard update has Todd Lynn sending in a score in our area game of the week for a district crown. Plainville is up on La Crosse 39-12 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Hey, our general manager getting in the action and helping us out on the call here tonight. Thanks, Todd.
McPherson now up 21-7 on Abilene with 7:20 left to go in the game. And it will be your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. The greener grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians from the 15-yard line out of the Wamego defensive timeout. 2 wide receivers right along with Shane Behrens and a slot to the right side. Brown is going to play action pass. Look down the field, look to the right side. He's looking for Behrens, comes back and hauls in the football, and it falls incomplete. Would have had the ball inside the 5. Brown underthrew it a little bit. Behrens had a step on his defender.
Behrens had a step on him, had to come back for that ball, and just dropped it as he fell to the ground.
Well, if that's over his shoulder, that's a walk-in touchdown with 8:01 remaining. Indians took a shot on 1st and 10 from the 15. Stops the clock with 8:01 remaining in the game. Out of that formation, Behrens usually splits out left side, runs left side, but went out right side and caught Wamego. It'll be Sheevy left, Markley way out to the right side on this 2nd and 10 play. It's going to be Brown to throw to Behrens, and it's intercepted. Threw it behind, and it's intercepted by the Wamego Red Raiders. It's taken by Dylan Blaine, still on his feet and taken down across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Dylan Blaine, his 2nd career interception. Brown throws interception, just number 3 on the season. That one might be the backbreaker with 7:51 to go.
Boy, I'll tell you what, now you've got visions back to that Liberal game where the Hayes High Indians were coming back into the game and they gave themselves a chance, and there was a fumble inside the red zone. And now you have visions with 7:51 left in the fourth quarter. Hayes High Indians moving the ball, get into the red zone and an interception, and you fear, just like in that game against Liberal, that might be what does it for the Hayes High Indians tonight.
Hayes High has been in the red zone 3 times tonight. They've thrown an interception on one of them. It's the 2nd time they've been well into Wamego territory and turned over the ball. Ebert out of the shotgun from the 28. It's a screenplay near side to Blaine. Blaine is going to get up across the 30-yard line, still on his feet and taken down out across the 40-yard line. screenplay for Dylan Blaine up to the 45, a gain of 17. Fourth catch for Blaine for 68 yards, and Hayes High's been on their heels a lot tonight.
Dylan Blaine, one of those seniors who wants to go out on a positive note on senior night here in Wamego.
From the 45, inside 8 minutes to go, Wamego trying to put a stamp on this game. Handoff goes to Lowe and trips. That is Pearson, the freshman. Adler Pearson trips as he goes across the 45, gain of 2 to the 47.
Tell you what, tripped over Jackson McAprang. McAprang's had a great game blocking for the Wamego Red Raiders, and tonight just that particular play just didn't get enough out of the way.
Wamego does what they want, though. They keep the clock going, 7:20 to go, fourth quarter. Hayes High had visions of the playoffs coming into tonight and just never really answered the bell. Blaine splits out wide receiver left. One wide receiver to the right as well. Ebert is going to hand off as Pearson nearly lost the handle on the football.
And who's back there but Xavier Danduran, who's back in the game after going off with a sore leg. You mentioned he'd probably be back in, and he certainly is, with an effective tackle for loss on that play.
And he's up slow again this time, not going out of the game. Boy, the senior trying to gut this out. That's a loss of 4 yards.
He's coming out of the game now.
I don't think he can hardly run. Dante Blackman will come into that middle linebacker position. 3rd and 12. Hayes High wants a chance in this game. They got to make a stop here with 6:35 to go. Wamego taking all the time they want here in between plays. Ebert with a running back to his right. He's going to drop back to pass. Has some time. Throws to the near side. It's going to be incomplete. Dylan Scheibler came up to try to make the interception. And punting, you would believe here, will be the Red Raiders with 6:21 to go. Hayes High got the ball down inside the red zone, threw an interception, give up a first down, but now instead of needing to go 15 yards for a touchdown, they're going to need to go 50-plus. Markley's going to back up to receive what is just the second punt of the game for the Red Raiders. The Indians come after this. They blocked one earlier but was whistled dead on a false start. Hayes High crowds the line. They're coming at this one. Ebert, the quarterback, is also the punter. Indians come after it. Do they get to it? They do not. Nice punt. Markley settles in. He's going to have to let it bounce. Can't pick it up. Takes a big Wamego bounce to the 15-yard line. That will be a punt of 42 yards.
Yeah, and instead of being in the red zone, the Hayes High Indians are now going to have the ball on their own 15-yard line with 6:11 left. Down 27-13.
It was at the Wamego 15-yard line. The Indians threw the interception. Hayes High needs a big play. They need something to break on offense. Well, more specifically, they need something to break on the Wamego defense. Indian football brought to you by High Plains Farm Credit, Classic Quality Body Shop, Roof Masters, Hertz Rent-A-Car, and Steel Fabrications. Indians under center for this 1st and 10. Handoff, Colton Myers, right side, catches the edge, 15, 20-yard line, still on his feet, out to the 30, 35, and drug down out of bounds.
Yeah, really.
That'll stop the clock on one of the Indians' best runs of the night, all the way out to the 35-yard line. It's a run of 20.
And really, we're the first play tonight where the Hayes High Indians have been able to out-sprint that quick defense of Wamego to the perimeter.
6 minutes to go. Clock will stop after the ball went out of bounds. Hayes High needs 2 touchdowns, down 27-13 there at the 15, but Hunter Brown threw just his 3rd pick of the year. Brown under center again, under I formation, handoff this time. Colton Myers slips, but doesn't have his knee go down, carries the pile for 5 yards. Hayes High's got to get up to this line of scrimmage and get going. They only have 2 timeouts remaining.
Interesting. Wamego's got Tyler Patrick back out of the game again, and that's where they go, right to where he typically would be on that defensive line.
And you got to believe Wamego will let Hayes High just run like this rest of the game. 5:40 and counting. Hayes High's got to get in and out of this huddle. Sheevy left. William Sinnott left as well for this 2nd and 5 play from the 40. Indians had it at the 15. Now Markley has to shift over to the right side, and Brown has to wait for him to get there. Now he's set. It's going to be a handoff. Schmidberger, he tries to bounce to the outside. First down, midfield, 45-yard line, and then gets strung down on a face mask where there's no call. Schmidberger is still down on the ground. The Indian sideline is begging for a penalty, and there comes the face mask.
Well,
Schmidberger got sprung all the way back around on the penalty.
Well, maybe it's for a face mask. That flag was very late Well, after Schmidtberger would have made his way back up off the ground.
Schmidtberger goes down at about the 41-yard line of the Red Raiders, a 19-yard run. He had a 14-yard run earlier. It is going to be nothing yet.
So they're calling him. Not so sure.
Hayes High is backing up.
Sideline infraction.
It is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Hayes High Indians after Dylan Schmidtberger got his face mask grabbed and flung down to the ground. It's a penalty on Hayes High. That's brutal.
Well, I'm guessing I'm guessing that was on the sideline because the way that Schmidtberger was coming back up, the sideline was.
That is flat brutal. 15 yards from where the play stopped. It was a 19-yard gain, and somehow Hayes High's back at the 40 again. And it's first down. That was a 19-yard run. Hayes High just lost 19 yards on a 15-yard penalty. First and 10 from the 40. Brown to throw, has some time, rolls out to his right, now falls in the backfield. That might be your ball game. 5 minutes to go. Hayes High on first and 10 from the 40 after losing 19 yards on a penalty. Now loses 11 yards on a quarterback sack. Second down and 21 from the 29-yard line. Hayes High got into Wamego territory for a third time, but an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty cost him big. Here's a screenplay near side for Colton Myers. Myers needs to make a guy miss, can't do it. 2 yards, and it's third down and 19.
Now the Wamego seniors now spell victory here, and they see they're going to go off. It's still going to be a losing season. They're going to go off 4-5 on this season. But these seniors who have seen 2 consecutive losing seasons at Wamego are going to go off on a positive note tonight.
Hayes High's Dylan Schmidtberger picked up 19 yards, and you could see from where we were at the hand on the face mask and just get taken down. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm off, and I apologize if I am. Third and 19. Indians down 2 scores, and Hayes High has to take a timeout.
Well, Dustin, it's been a long season for the Hayes High Indians. They played a tough schedule, the toughest in Division 4A. They faced a number of injuries on a team that really just didn't have a lot of players coming out anyway, not a lot of numbers on the field, a lot of players playing both ways. Tough schedule, just did not pan out the way they'd hoped. They started the season at Scott City with a win that I think everybody was nervous about going to Scott City and walking away with a win, but a lot of excitement when they walked away with there. Coming with a win and starting the season 1-0, and it just never really materialized after that.
Well, the Hayes High Indians down to 1 timeout remaining, third and 19 from their own 31-yard line. Hayes High in the second half has been in Wamego territory on 3 different occasions. They lost the ball on downs. Correction, they've had the ball in Wamego territory 4 times, including this drive, but then picked up a penalty. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left. And now something going on over on the Hayes High sideline. The official goes and talks to Coach Randall Rath, and this may be just making sure how many timeouts everybody has as well. Well, here we go, third down and 19, Hayes High down by 2 scores, need a big play. Brown to throw, looking down the middle, now he steps up, slips as he throws. A ball knocked down. Colton Myers turned. It would have been well enough for a first down. Incomplete. 4th and 19. Well, Hayes High has to go for it here with 3:51 remaining, right?
They do. You know, Hunter Brown really throwing a nice ball into double coverage there and just happened to get nicked there right at the last moment before Colton Myers was able to come up with a reception.
Hayes High, first penalty of the second half, costing them now. They had 1 turnover in the game, and that was in the red zone. Hayes High right now would be driving to try to tie the game. 4th and 19 for the Indians. 2 wide receivers right. Barron's that way as well. Play action pass. Brown scrambling for his life, taken down all the way back at the 15-yard line. He never had a chance.
And now it's 4th down, and that just gives the ball turnover on downs to Wamego on the 15-yard line.
A loss of 15 yards on the play. And Wamego will have the ball on the Indians 16. Hayes High had the ball at the Wamego 44-yard line, but following an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty where Hayes High felt like there had been a face mask, it backed them up 15. They lost 11, gained 2, threw an incomplete pass, then lost 15. Wamego with the ball at the 16-yard line. Run a player on late. That's Adler Pearson, the freshman running back. Goes to the left of Justin Ebert. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. It's going to be Ebert, the quarterback, keeping. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. He'll pick up a yard to the 15-yard line, but the clock will run. Hayes High only 1 timeout left to stop the clock, and Wamego just wants to run the clock down, score, and pick up their 3rd win of the year. Hayes High will finish the year, barring the most of miraculous comebacks, at 2-6. This is after Wamego, early in the second half, lost their starting running back. 2 wide receivers left, Cooper and Blaine. Ebert on 2nd down and 9 wants to throw that way on the screen. It's caught over there by Blaine. He loses the ball. It's going to go out of bounds and stay with Wamego. Hayes High had a chance to scoop and score with 2:55 remaining, but can't pick it up. It's a pass completion of 4 yards, and they're going to say the ball went out of bounds. About a yard back of that. So a gain of 2. And it's 3rd down and 7 for the Red Raiders. Second half hasn't been kind to them on 3rd down. They are going to go the end around on Jace Ward. Ward is going to break a couple of tackles. Indians fighting to try to strip that football, and then taken down. Forward progress to about the 11, and Hayes High will use their final timeout on 4th down.
Yep. 4th down, looks like they're going to bring in, go for a field goal here. Wamego is. Try to go up 30-13 with 2:47 left.
The kicker for Wamego, David Paskowski, according to what we found online and the stats at maxpreps.com, 1 for 1 this year with a 31-yard field goal.
The wind's died down here a little bit, but still probably about a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind coming out of the south.
This, for all intents and purposes, would then end the game at a 3-possession game. Hayes High with down 2 scores with 2:47 left, drove into Wamego territory, and after what Hayes High thought was a face mask penalty, thought they were getting 15 yards. It ended up being unsportsmanlike conduct on the Indians. They actually lost 19 yards on the penalty somehow. Lost 11 on the next play, threw an incomplete pass, or threw a pass for 2 yards, threw an incomplete pass, and then lost 15. So the field goal will be from 28 yards. 27-13, 2:47 to go in the game. Paskowski will line it up from the middle of the field. Slow snap, the kick is up, it is end over end, it is good, and there will be your ball game. 30-13.
30-13, that's pretty much going to do it for the Hayes High Indians. We talked about it, just a tough season, not at all what anybody expected from the Hayes High Indians this year, especially after starting the season, winning at Scott City, but boy, it's going to be sad. You know, there's some names we've called out here a bunch: Dustin Kreitzer, Tyrese Hill, Colton Myers, Dylan Scheibler, Xavier Danduran, Dylan Flaler, called his name many times, senior, going to be leaving this team for next year. Freddie Haynes, Conrad Viner, Shane Behrens, big career at the Hayes High with the Hayes High Indians.
McPherson doing their part. They're now up 28-7 on Abilene.
Chance Brungard, a senior, really some big talent leaving these Hayes High Indians. Isaac Zimmerman, another senior, going to be suiting up for his last game in high school football tonight, as the Hayes High Indians, with a loss, will not move on to the playoffs next week.
Hayes High was down 2 scores, drove down to the 15 and threw an interception, and then fighting from 2 scores back rest of the night. The ball's blowing off the tee here with 2:40 to go in the game. Hayes High down 13-0 early in the second quarter. Fought back, got a 1-yard Colton Myers touchdown run on a 68-yard drive on 13 plays. Hayes High made it 13-7, but over the next 3 minutes and 24 seconds, Wamego just drove straight down the field and scored with 62 seconds to go first half, and it's been Wamego since. Here's William Sinnott returning from the 20. 25, tries to go left hash 30, lowers his head, runs through a couple of defenders and one of his own guys, and goes down across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and there's a Red Raider still down on the ground at that point of the tackle at the 36 or 37-yard line. Hayes High was down 19-7 at the break and then got a break. Wamego threw an interception. Keaton Markley returned it to the 9. Colton Myers scored 1 play later to make it 19-13 with 3:54 to go in the third quarter, but Wamego scored on the first play of the fourth quarter on 4th and 1. A Jace Ward 6-yard touchdown run made it 27-13. Hayes High then returned and was driving back down the field, got to the 15, and threw an interception on second down from the 15-yard line. And Hayes High then down 2 scores, drove into Wamego territory, only to end up with a penalty the Indians thought was going their way. Ended up not. It ended up going in the favor of Wamego on an unsportsmanlike conduct. Hayes High lost 11 yards on the next play, then threw a 2-yard screen pass, an incomplete pass, and then ended up losing 15 on 4th down.
And as we talk about the seniors that are going to be playing their last game tonight, is in the Hayes High Indian uniform, but here's some names that we've been calling all season long that we look forward to calling next year. Logan Clark's going to be back. Keaton Markley, just a sophomore, and what a season he's had. Wyatt Sheevy, also a sophomore. And there's just some really solid players. Hunter Brown will be a senior next year leading this team. William Sinnott's a sophomore. Mason Ibarra, he's come in and had some key downs, been as a sophomore. Trey Van Pelt, the center for Hunter Brown's going to be back. So that combination, and that's so key, having that center quarterback experience combination coming back. So again, just some, Logan Schulte, Jack Ford, Connor Winter, just some names that we've called out quite a bit. Chase Browse, another name who came in and filled in some important time for the starters earlier in the season. Some names like that coming back next year that'll be exciting to watch for these Hayes High Indians team. They'll go home disappointed. Those underclassmen, they'll have to check in their pads next week. But get back in the weight room. Get back in the weight room quick and start preparing for the 2017. Start preparing for your senior or junior year now.
The injured player is Tristan Neff, one of the seniors on this Wamego team, and they are up and looking around his helmet and neck area. So a hush has fallen over the crowd here in Wamego with 2:36 to go in the game, and Wamego leading 30-13. In fact, they're going to send both teams towards their sidelines. Your Hayes Kalon scoreboard updates has Circle trying to come back in a continuous clock second half. They were down 62-16 at half. It's now 65-40 in the second half. Bueller still leads. It is a final in Abilene. McPherson held up their end of the bargain tonight. They end up winning 28-7 over the Abilene Cowboys, but Abilene, I'm sure, is in tune to what's going on here. They will be going to the playoffs as well. This is going to be a lengthy delay here in Wamego as Tristan Neff is still down. They're stabilizing his head at the current moment. Also in your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update, Wichita East scores for the first time tonight on Garden City. It is now 42-14 in favor of Garden City. Wichita East just scored for the second time. Dodge City with 2:02 left scores a touchdown. but gets it called back in a 27-15 game. And that's your Hayes Kalon scoreboard update. We'll try to catch up on Great Bend and Liberal here as well.
Not a good sign here, Dustin. They've now engaged the EMS personnel, bringing in gear and a stretcher for the young man who's down on the field.
Liberal has their season come to an end. They lose 14-7 at home to Emporia, who came in at 3-5. So Liberal season ends at 4-5 on the year. Great Bend was in a tussle early with Topeka West, and we haven't had an update for quite a while on the Panthers and Topeka West. Let's see if we can check in. And, well, it's no longer a tussle. It's third quarter, and Great Bend's up 70-24. So Great Bend snapped out of their funk. That was 17-14 after the first quarter. So Great Bend on the way to an 8-1 record.
So you said Liberal's going to end the season at 4-5?
Yep, 4-5.
So their record coming in was 4-4?
4-4, 8 games, and then
against a 3-5 Emporia team.
Yep.
Interesting.
They will fall in that game. So again, the EMS being activated, they have the stretcher and the board out for Tristan Neff, one of the 21 seniors for the Wamego Red Raiders, and the Hayes High Indians had to go through this earlier in the year when they saw that Freddie Haynes carried off in the Valley Center game early this season. And it was after a kickoff return. And those returns, when you get everybody smashing together, certainly do get dangerous. And it'll be Neff that just never did climb up off of the natural grass here in Wamego. Red Raiders up 30-13 over Hayes High. Wamego's going to win their fourth game of the year. They'll finish 4-5. Hayes High will finish 2-7 as they continue to work on Tristan Neff down at the 41-yard line here in Wamego. Senior night, week 9, final game of the season. They have the orange backboard out now in place, and they'll work on securing Tristan Neff to that board.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Hayes High Indians are going to need to get back after it, because tell you what, Abilene's got some talented players. McPherson certainly does, but there's a lot of underclassmen here at Wamego that the Hayes High Indians will face next year in Week 8 at Lewis Field Stadium.
A scoreboard update for you once again. It is now Garden City 49-7 over Wichita East. There were conflicting scores. It is now 49-7 in favor of Garden City. So Garden City looks to stay undefeated. And you talked about Hayes High trying to come back for next season, Curtin. Hayes High has this exact same schedule staring at them in 1 year. They will start with Scott City at home, and it'll go from there. It's just a flip of where the games are at, and the schedule's certainly not going to get easy. Hayes High is going to have to play that same 9-game schedule 1 year from now.
Well, let's talk about this. Scott City's probably going to go to the playoffs.
Yep. They already locked up a spot going into tonight.
Okay, week 2 is Great Bend. Going to win this game, go to the playoffs. Week 3 is
the Liberal Redskins.
Okay, so Liberal didn't quite make it to the playoffs. So
Liberal has had one of their best seasons in some time. Of a very talented freshman that they'll be building around this next season.
Garden City wins, going to the playoffs. Valley Center.
It was 7-7 with Newton early in that game. And it is, well, it's still 7-7 between Valley Center and Newton. We'll see if we can catch a score update on that one. And then Dodge City following that. And when Dodge City returned some good talent on what became a ground and pound team, Dodge City, though, was down in their game.
Then, of course, McPherson and Abilene will be moving on. So a tough schedule again for the Hayes High Indians next season.
Newton has just gone up, Newton is within one score with 3:30 left to go in the game. It is 21-14 Valley Center now in that game. And, you know, this 5 and 6A change where they go and start seeding the teams in week 9 has really produced some good games. You start to see the strength of schedule. Some of these 1, 2, and 3 win teams are going up against teams with 4, 5, 6, and 7 wins, and they are coming out on top even though they have less wins on the season, starting to see that product of scheduling.
And I think the big surprise, you know, that scheduling in there was Valley Center. You know, that was week 5 in the season. The Hayes High Indians really thought going into Valley Center here was a team that had a history of a losing record over the course of, you know, the last 5 or 6 years. But, boy, they really turned it on this year and have played good football.
Still in an injury timeout for Tristan Neff here in Wamego. Went down on a kickoff return. They are working up around the head and neck area. They are securing Neff to a backboard out at the 42-yard line, and they will secure him to a backboard, get him to the stretcher, and then get him off the field with 2:36 to go in the game and a 30-13 Wamego lead. Hayes High thought they had a chance tonight at maybe coming up with a win, and with a win would move on to the 4A playoffs for the first time in school history. All their other 7 playoff appearances 5 times. Hayes High went back-to-back in 2011 and 2012. Under Ryan Cornelson, Larry Mills took the team twice to state in the 90s in 93 and 95. Bob Dannenhauer led the 1990 team to the playoffs. Hayes went to the playoffs twice under Tom Cross, first in 1981 and again in 1984. 4 different coaches have taken the Indians to the playoffs. Hayes High, 2 wins in playoff history. They're 2-7. Larry Mills' 1993 team beat Cape and Mount Carmel before losing to Liberal. The 1984 team coached by Tom Cross beat Bishop Carroll before losing to Cape and Mount Carmel. Hayes High had postseason right in front of them, but boy, just unable to answer what Wamego had. And the World Series going on, 0-0 Cubs and Indians through 6 innings. Todd Lynn with the score update for us here tonight.
Tell you what, the Hayes High Indians have got to figure out a way to get some more numbers on the field as well.
Yep.
How many times this season we've seen with so many players playing 2 sides of the ball that just as you come to late in the game situations, the team just seems to get worn down. They just seem to start getting overpowered. And you look at some of these other smaller schools, and they've got more players out there. They have fewer players playing both ways. They just have more depth. And Hayes High Indians are going to have to figure out a way to get those numbers up on the football field.
They have gotten Tristan Neff up and onto the stretcher. They're taking him off to the right side of the field here. And these 2 teams will have to focus back in for the remaining 2:36 of this game. Hayes High down 30-13, and they'll trot everybody back on. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians from the 42-yard line. Brown, keeper, under some pressure, rolls out to his right, now left, now throws down the field, and Tyrese Hill will have the ball in and out of his hands and incomplete. The wind starts to really pick up here in the later stages of the 4th quarter. So Wamego's going to win game number 4 on the season. They went to the playoffs in 4A Division II a year ago. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers to the right for Hunter Brown. Brown out of that shotgun, drops back to pass, looks left, throws down the field for Keaton Markley, incomplete. Markley and Matt Keller had their legs tangled up. It was incidental contact. 8 for 17 tonight for Hunter Brown, 76 yards. And a costly interception down at the, interception was down about the 5-yard line, and it was from the 15 where Hayes High had 1st and 10. They were down by 2 scores at the time. Could have made it a 1-possession game. 3rd and 10 for Hayes High, just 2 for 9 tonight. On 3rd down, Brown will take the snap, drop back to pass, look right, now throw to the right side for Behrens, and behind him, and a flag comes in on a pass that was well behind him. Hayes is going to get the benefit of a call on Wamego, and
they're going to get the benefit on a call where Hunter Brown and Shane Behrens weren't on the same page. Hunter Brown throwing that ball to the outside, Shane Behrens cutting to the inside.
Well, and that's from that same sideline. You remember where Hayes High thought they were getting a face mask penalty, instead got a unsportsmanlike conduct, and that changed around this fourth quarter. Hayes High was driving, down by 2 scores, had an opportunity to make it a one-possession ball game, got a run from Dylan Schmidberger of 19 yards, but after the unsportsmanlike somehow backed him up 18 yards and ended up losing 26 yards over the next 4 plays. Behrens right, 3 wide receivers left, 1st and 10 after the penalty at the Wamego 48-yard line. 2:18 to go. Hayes High down 30-13. Play action pass, right side for Behrens, makes a sliding catch inside of the 45-yard line down to the 44. It's a gain of 4 to Behrens.
Clock runs down to just under 2 minutes now in the game in the Hayes High Indian season.
2nd and 6 from the 44. Hayes High up to the line of scrimmage quick. Brown back to throw, has time, has all kinds of time, has nobody to throw to, throws down to Behrens in the middle of the field, over the top of him and the defender. Incomplete. 3rd down and 6 on the way.
Behrens is tall. Behrens can jump, but he can't jump that high to bring down that ball.
And it'll be 3rd and 6 from the 45-yard line for the Hayes High Indians. Well, 2016 season will come to a conclusion after this game for Hayes High. Tyrese Hill, Keaton Markley left, Wyatt Sheevy, Shane Behrens right for this 3rd and 6. 1:48 to go in the game. Brown drops back on 3rd down. He's looking deep left side, looking for Tyrese Hill. Underthrown and incomplete. 4th down and 6 for the Indians. Brown tonight, 9 for 19, 80 yards on the night. And Hayes High will send Hunter Brown over to the sideline to get this what could be final offensive play of their season. Kirk said started with the miraculous 4th quarter comeback against Scott City. 3 4th down, 4th quarter touchdowns to win 31-21, and had a halftime lead over Great Bend, the #1 team in 5A now, 14-13, and it's just not gone well from there. 5 wide receivers for Brown on this 4th and 6th play. Brown looks screen left side, under some pressure, has to scramble out to his right, looking down the field. It is caught by Shane Behrens for a 1st down. Behrens will have forward progress for the 1st down on 4th and 6. Indians 2 for 4 on 4th down tonight.
And now
a flag over on the Wamego sideline. Is this another one on Hayes High? It came after the play, the official talking to Wyatt Sheevy. Needed 6, got 8, but Hayes High going to back themselves up another 15 yards, looks like. Unsportsmanlike Hayes High. 2nd one of the 4th quarter. Something was going on between the sideline of Wamego and 2 of the Hayes High players, because there was not a Wamego player in the vicinity. So after the 1st down, Hayes High, who has gotten into Wamego territory on 5 occasions in the 2nd half, has just 7 points to show for it. Twice have backed themselves up after 1st downs. The ball back on the Hayes High Indian 48-yard line now after completing 4th and 6. 5 wide receivers for Brown. Brown looking deep over the middle. It is intercepted. That'll be it. Matt Keller with the interception. His 1st of the season. Hayes High, a pair of 4th quarter turnovers.
Yep, Hunter Brown just trying to make something happen here at the game with a number of passes, and you know, you go from a situation where a team so often is guarding Hayes High against the run, now just guarding against the pass, and there's plenty of coverage back there. Any kind of an errant throw is going to be picked off, and that's exactly what happened.
Hayes High will leave the 2016 season with a Certainly sour taste in their mouth.
Now Macaprank's coming back into the game. He's hobbling over to the huddle, but they're going to push him back off to the sideline.
Taking a few of the seniors out one by one here with 1:24 to go in the game. The interception was taken at the 25-yard line for Wamego, and Kurt Wamego, quite simply, they controlled this game.
Yep. You know, we talked about 21 seniors who last year had a losing season and really facing the second one as their seniors and not having a chance to go on to the playoffs, and about all they have to do is play for pride. And boy, the Hayes High Indians saw it last week, how playing for pride propelled them to a win against Abilene, and now they see what pride can do on the other side of the fence coming to a senior night here in Wamego. It truly worked against them, and the Wamego Red Raiders played a good game tonight and ought to be proud with what they accomplished, at least in tonight's game. It
will be McPherson and Abilene advancing out of District 8. Abilene will go to Buhler. And McPherson will be hosting Andale in the first round of the 4A Division I playoffs. It will be void of the Hayes High Indians. Ebert in to, actually that is Dylan Blaine in to take a knee. Probably need to do so 2 more times. Hayes High is out of timeouts, and barring anything odd or different here, Hayes High will fall 30-13, and Kurt, the 2016 season comes to a close. Certainly proud to have you a part of it once again.
Hey, you know, it's been fun. It's been a tough season. You know, it's so easy to be up here in the booth when the team's got a winning season. You have those 7-2 seasons. You got chances to move out of district play and go into the playoffs. Those are obviously fun to do, but you know what? This is no less exhilarating and no less fun. And I'll tell you what, watching you, Dustin, you put no less effort into a season when you're 2-7 than when it's a season that's 7-2. There's a lot of research that starts on Saturdays and Sundays going into the next week's game. And I'll tell you what, Dustin, you're just a pro at this. And we look forward to working with you next year. Again, a lot of players coming back, juniors and sophomores. But, dang, they've seen what this tough schedule is. And if they're not in the locker or if they're not in the weight room here in a couple weeks, they're going to be behind the 8 ball against a number of teams who are going to be in the weight room preparing for 2017.
And a big thanks to Harrison with ECTV and HayesPost.com as well. He's with us for the entirety of the season as well. Hayes High season comes to a close, 30-13 in Wamego. Had a chance with a victory to move on to the playoffs, but never led against the Wamego Red Raiders, who finished their season at 4-5. Hayes High finishes the year at 2-7. For Hayes High Indian football in 2016, for Kurt David and Harrison Brent, I'm Dustin Armbruster.
This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes, Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial. Building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction. M&D Incorporated does trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Insurance Planning Incorporated, insurance for the way you work and live, for business, home, and family. Value the price. Remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and AgPro Crop Insurance. Offices at Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Home Oil and Supply, 24-hour card fueling, bulk delivery of gas and fuel. Proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Serving the Hayes area since 1963. Home Oil and Supply. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks and vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. Master Cleaners. Do your laundry in only 4 minutes. 2 minutes to drop it off and 2 minutes to pick it up. Master Cleaners, 200 West 8th in Hayes. World of Wheels. At World of Wheels, they offer quality vehicles at affordable prices. Their customers mean the world to them at World of Wheels, 426 East 8th in Hayes. Walmart. Save money, live better. Walmart of Hayes. APAC has proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you a smooth ride. Carpet One of Hayes, Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you the quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One, Vidstem Decorating Center. Whiskey Creek Woodfire Grill, where the fire's always burning. Whiskey Creek. Commercial Builders, on time, on target, on budget. Commercial Builders. Redeem Designs, screen print, embroidery, design, where you'll find better ideas, better designs, better people. Come experience the best at 2204 Vine in Hayes. Redeem Designs. James Motor Company, proud to serve our hometown athletes. They have an excellent selection of new and used Buick, Cadillac, and GMC vehicles. See the good guys for the best deal around. James Motor Company, 13th and Main in Hayes. And Eagle Communications, our community connected. It's our high school sports sponsors this year on Eagle TV. This high school sports presentation is sponsored by Kerner Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza, Hayes. Thomas More Prep Marion. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, investing for eternity. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today, 628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. Lifetime Dental Care provides your family health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Vernie's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Vernie's Hamburger House is at 17th and Vine in Hayes. Bacon Rhine Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Call Patty Bacon Rhine today. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products they stand behind. See them at their new location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. Thirsties. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Enjoy great food and a great atmosphere at Thirsties.